bad was the drive up here?
Not bad.
Not bad.
I wish
South
you
Dallas.
picked me up. You should have picked me up.
I didn't. Man, you give me an LZ, I'm in. If you
What's
your
an LZ?
landing zone. This is like
You can't use these phrases.
But if you give me permission to give me the next sushi spot, we get to land on the roof or something. Let's do it.
Are you famous enough?
No, I'm not. That's the problem.
He's a plus
I'm
one.
like, you are famous enough, so I was going to ride your coattails. I'm just your personal pilot. That's all I'm going to say. I'm Saine's pilot.
Good time to talk about your plus one stickers.
Oh yeah, I came up with this event, or I came up with this deal. So like, all my friends like you are super famous, and I'm not. So like, so all my friends I'm running around like God forbid me and you getting like we take a jet to California. The jet goes down. They're gonna say famous sushi chef Saine Wong and +1 dies and crashed today.
Oh,
so now we have
that's you.
That's me. I'm the +1.
Oh, okay.
And so now like all of our friends are super famous. And now we have +1 logos everywhere. So you stick on like all their merch and stuff like that.
This isn't real.
This is real life.
Real?
It's a real logo, 100%.
We just went over logos for him. Like he was sending me sick. He's like, "What do you think about this?"
Okay.
You're always the +1s.
I need a patch.
I'll get you a patch for sure.
Yeah.
Like we're going somewhere, getting a van crash or something, or a bus crash on a tour or whatever. It's gonna be like, country legend dies, and then +1. You know what I mean? It's more +1s.
And guy.
How did you think about that? I didn't ask.
I don't know.
you.
We were just we're duck hunting with Brantley, and we were joking because like they always have like I call it the celebrity blind.
Yeah.
It's like Brantley, and then like all like the influencers and all the
Right.
TikToker or whoever it is, or the other country singers that are with them, just so they can get the content for like whatever we're hunting at or whatever. And I purposely go like we call it the non-celebrity blind. Like the locals, because I like Brantley's brother and all that, so we can cut up and talk crap. We don't have to worry about the camera being there and everything else. And then we'd always we're making jokes because we always bet, because if you got to degenerate gamble when you're hunting. So we're always betting to Brantley who's gonna cut more ducks or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's celebrity blind. And he's like, man, you're always with me too. You're a celebrity too. Blah blah. I'm like, no, man, I'm just the +1. He's like, what the hell does that mean? I'm like, whenever we die together, I'm not. TMZ won't even put my name in the freaking obituary. It'll just be like Brantley Gilbert N1. He's like, man, that's fucked up.
It's true though. It is very true.
Am I not right?
Oh, it's so
everything
true.
was saying, dude. We go down, it's over.
So, yeah, let's do a little intro real quick.
Yeah,
so
for
I'm
sure.
here with Saine and Brandon and
That's
Drew.
+1.
Yeah,
Plus
+1 over
one,
here
for sure.
And Must Be Nice podcast. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
What are we up to today? Anything exciting?
This is it. This is what's important to me.
Nice. You working tonight or no? When's your hours?
I'm off now.
Nice.
I'm off Sundays and Mondays now.
Nice.
Let's
So
talk
that's-
about that. I want to know what that's like.
Well, that's normal chef days off.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Is that industry standard?
100%. Chef days are always Sunday, Mondays off for the beginning of time.
Okay.
So if you are trying to see a chef or you're trying to see them at the restaurant, Sundays or Mondays are never it.
All right.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you have like the brunch crowd and all that crap, do you have like a sous chef or something that deals with all that
yeah.
crap, or you have to deal with it still?
I used to have to work brunch. It fucking sucks.
Is that the worst? Is that
Brunch sucks.
like of all the events, is brunch like the worst one?
Brunch is the worst. Egg station is definitely the worst.
Why is that?
Of all of it, because it never stops. It never stops. And there's so many ways you can do eggs, and so
Right.
many. And you're one person trying. You'll have 6 pans in front of you making over mediums, fried eggs, over easy. Then you have poached eggs, and it's
it just never stops.
no, because brunch is crazy.
Yeah, people just keep mowing down.
Brunch is crazy.
Oh.
Is it true that the chef's hat is how many different ways to cook an egg, or is that bullshit?
What's up?
The French chef hat, is that legit? Like they say, like the crowns in the hat or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that bullshit or not?
Nah, it kind of is.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, but
How many different ways is it to cook an egg?
how many different ways?
Yeah, and they're like some 30
Probably as
something.
many ways there is to skin
Yeah.
a cat.
A cat?
Yeah.
Why do we go to a cat?
Well, no, it's a saying where I grew up. It's like there's a bunch of different ways to skin a cat, which it means like there's more than one way of doing something. Yeah,
We're gonna teach you today.
I'm
Little
cool.
Southern
You-
colloquialisms.
You're gonna
yeah.
learn. You're gonna learn something today. We're gonna learn you.
So is that like you're paying your dues? Like you gotta do like the egg station?
No, that's like the number one person.
Oh no
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta work your
Oh.
way up to that.
Oh,
Like
wow.
if you gotta be, if you're the egg master, you're the best one.
Do they really walk around and call you the egg master? Oh my god.
That's my,
My new
my
nickname.
bedroom too.
Yeah,
It's also called
exactly.
that.
Egg master.
It's definitely going as my screensaver now, the old egg master.
I'll send you a picture of my eggs.
Fair enough. You
You can use it. I'll call you every morning. So the first thing you see is my eggs.
do you at some point where you're like, fuck it, I don't want to cook eggs anymore? You're
Oh
just-
hell yeah!
Like
It
you're
sucks.
like
No,
when you go out to eat, you're like, I'm not eating eggs.
dude,
Fuck.
I actually don't like eating eggs.
Really?
Not anymore.
What's your go-to now in the morning?
Meat.
Okay, fair enough. So where'd you start? Like, where'd you learn? Where'd you get the bite to be like the urge to be a chef?
So I actually decided to be a chef when I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew I didn't want to go to college. I knew I didn't want to be in an office. I loved working with my hands. I would build things all the time. I started watching a lot of Food Network.
Okay.
Bam.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that and Iron Chef, and I took a home ec class.
Okay.
When I was a junior.
Back when they had those.
Yeah. Do they not have it anymore?
No, they got wiped them out now.
They wiped them out.
All the
Really?
vocational stuff, all that stuff, like the
Oh.
common sense stuff you would need, they got rid of it.
Well, high school sucks.
100%.
So, like,
I learned more in athletics and in my shop class where I rebuilt motors than anything. And I'm sorry to all my teachers, but that's just the way it is.
like, what are the things that you wish you learned in high school? I had this conversation the other day.
Right.
Like, taxes,
Financials,
investing,
right?
Buying a house,
100%.
like
Credit card, all that stuff. Everything you get
Yeah.
whacked with as being an adult, rent, how everything works.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
if
Hey,
dude,
you're
but
a
we don't-
1099 employee, how that works,
Yeah.
all that stuff, like the common sense stuff, like you get thrown in the world, then you like get behind by
Yeah.
the 8 ball.
But you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket all the time. So gotta learn that math. Whoops.
we know calculus, so,
Right.
so don't
Yeah.
worry.
Right,
We-
with trigonometry, mitochondria.
No, that was a joke. Our teachers. I mean, your
They
teachers
would
said
say
the
that
same
all the
thing. Like,
time.
you're not gonna be able to carry around a calculator with you all the time. Actually, we do now.
No,
So,
100%.
Oh,
all day long.
100%. Now
Yeah,
it's like
it's 100%.
attached to our glasses. You can,
Yeah.
you can meta
Did you know
glasses.
you had like a talent in home ec? Like were you like kicking everybody else's ass? And like,
No, I knew I was popular though.
Why?
Because I would have snacks all the time.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
everybody
would
loves a
bake
snack
things,
person.
we would make cookies, and everyone would find me after class and be like, "What you got?" Kind of
Right.
like a drug-
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a little drug dealer.
Well, you know, if you got the snacks in school, you're the man.
Oh,
you know,
for sure,
like you have
100%.
jerky, you have
What was
cookies.
your go-to deal in snack? Like, what's the most return on investment here?
Yeah, jerky.
Oh yeah, jerky's
Jerky. Everyone
That's it.
loves jerky. And, but like cookies were the ones to go to.
Jerky's
Where
so
you at?
easy.
What part of the world are you in at this point? Like, what state you in?
I was in East LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part?
I'm-
Like, what part?
Monterey Park.
Monterey
So
Park,
I'm
okay.
born and raised in Monterey Park.
Okay.
Super famous for their Chinese food. In
Right.
LA.
Real famous for the Chinese.
Yeah,
known
yeah.
for, right?
Yeah. Jonathan Gold put us on the map for being one of the most Chinese food cities
Okay.
in America.
Is that what did you know? Like, you want to do that? Go that route? Ethnicity food? Like, or do you want to go? Like, you want to do like complete your own thing? Like,
No, I always thought I wanted to do French food because that was a classic, early 2000s.
okay.
If
And it's the hardest, right? It's
people
like
are paying the most for that
right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
It's like the premier, the
Dude,
upper
I did
echelon.
not know this.
1%
Yeah.
of 1% to even make it to the
Yeah,
French.
well,
right.
if you think about Michelin, you think about all the top restaurants in the
Okay.
world, all like even school, they're teaching you French techniques. Everything kind of stems from French. So a night out celebrating used to be a French restaurant. You know, it's fancy.
Yeah, that was-
it's
okay.
white tablecloths. It was everything. That's what people are spending the most money on.
And then, like, how many French restaurants would be in like an LA area, like or an Austin area, like 1, 2, like the top premier?
Yeah, but they're not like the fanciest here in town.
No,
in
no,
Austin.
for sure. They're very rare, right? It's really
Yeah.
hard to come by, right?
Yeah,
A true
100%.
French restaurant, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think people really respond to French food anymore. It's everyone's very health conscious. There's a lot of butter and starch and fats in there.
Even though the food, their butters and starches and stuff are much healthier in
Yeah.
France than they are here. I feel like too.
But
And their
the
pastas
other
and
thing
stuff.
is like, where would we get a palate for it, right? No one ever gets the opportunity to experience to it. Like, if you're ever like in the upper wealthy, like your friend takes you there, and you're like, okay, now I can understand this stuff. But like for the average person,
yeah.
like our generation is starting to come in money. Like we wouldn't even know what French food was or what we're supposed to be
Yeah.
having. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like such a barrier to entry.
hmm But yeah, that is the classic. That's what everyone was striving for. All your most famous chefs in the world were French
Right.
chefs, and that's what they teach you in culinary school is mainly French cooking,
Okay.
all French techniques, and that's that's what you're kind of molded to want to do. So,
Is it kind of like let's say like F1, like all the technology trickles down to like NASCAR and these
Yeah.
other. So French stuff, like you can. So if you knew the hierarchy, if you knew all the French stuff, it can trickle down to like Southern cooking and everything else. Like it
For the
somewhat
most
translates
part.
or no?
For the most
Okay.
part, like French is the most classic, and that's where all the techniques are from. Like they have the mother sauces, you have all these things. So once you learn French, you can kind of trickle down. Yes,
Okay.
just like that.
Nice.
So I actually, yes. So from out of high school, I went straight to culinary school. I was messed up in high school.
Good. And why do we go to Miami for culinary school?
Because I needed I had to get away from my friends
Okay.
because we were degenerates. We would party all the time.
Great.
I
Yeah.
didn't do drugs, but I would drink beer pong was super popular.
Right.
Mhm.
Rock band was super popular.
Right.
So we'd
Yeah.
play rock band and beer pong till like 6 a.m.
Okay.
But a lot of my friends smoked and did drugs and everything, and I loved them, but I needed to get away from that.
And you had the wherewithal to know, like, I can get away from this for a little bit.
I did.
So you went to Miami where there was a lot
Right.
more drugs.
A lot more drugs, a lot more
Here's
women,
the
a lot more
thing.
money. That's all. It's all.
I was 18 years old in Miami with no money.
So you weren't
no
doing shit.
fake ID. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do shit. And
Right.
I'm Asian.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
All the cards are stacked against you.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
I wasn't doing shit in Miami. It was basically, I knew I wanted to be at a beach. Anything in the middle of the U.S.
Did not appeal to you
excite
at
me
all. Okay.
because I
Yeah.
just love being at the beach. Not like I went to the beach in LA. The beaches suck. You just
Right.
like the breeze feels
Yeah.
good.
Right.
You don't go in the water. But
Right.
it sucks. But no, so then from there I had to get away. So I spent my whole life just dicking around in school because none of it ever interested me.
Yeah.
So
Nothing
I
ever
would-
like.
I was a 1.7 GPA student. And that's just because I needed that to play
I bet your
sports.
Right.
parents
Just
were-
enough. Yeah. Just
To be
enough the
eligible
threshold.
for
Right.
sports.
Right.
I bet your parents were so disappointed.
Yeah.
Joking.
Dude, and you can be at 4.2 and the Asian parent can
Yeah,
be
that's
at
what I'm saying. The
That's it.
standard's so high.
Yeah. They gave up.
Right.
Come back when you're a doctor.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. No, my
Yeah.
parents was super laxed.
That's cool.
I was raised by a single mom
Yeah.
for 5 kids. My dad supported us financially,
Okay.
but my mom raised all 5 of us.
Okay.
So we were raised on you can make your own decisions and do whatever
Awesome.
you like.
Yeah.
I was
So
I
it
still
empowered
hustled.
you from a young age.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, how I say what worked well for me was I got to learn from everybody else's mistakes around me. I have 4 older siblings. So I can see how they would live their life, the things they would do if they would smoke, if they would party, if they would study. And I
Yeah.
got to kind of, I like to call it a buffet of habits that I
They
got
help
to pick.
raise you, and
Exactly.
you learn from their mistakes. It's
Exactly.
really
And
cool.
the thing is not by talking to them about it, but by watching
Yeah.
them do it.
Witnessing. Yeah. Here's a real life cause and effect.
Exactly. Like early 2000s and 1998 was when raves, like the underground
Oh, yeah.
raves,
The
were
huge
big.
warehouse
Oh,
thing.
man.
Yeah.
Bedrooms used to have flyers.
Right.
Like they
Dude,
just
in LA, by the way,
Oh.
has some of the coolest speakeasies I've ever been to in my entire life, too. Some of the ones that I
Oh,
went
man.
there, like,
Have you been to a
Super cool.
Korean like
no.
speak?
Yeah.
K-Town?
I've
No,
heard
no,
stories.
Those are the ones with
That's-
karaoke and drinking.
Well,
till
I went
5.
to one. I had to one that was you walked to a factory. There was a bunch of Chinese people working there actually, or Asian people. I'm sorry, it was just Asian people working there. And then
Were they kids?
No,
Was there
Dang
shoes
it.
involved?
no. But we walked in like you're walking down a hallway. Then like these people are working, and then you go into a soda machine in the wall, and you open the soda machine. You go into a karaoke bar. Well, you go into a bar
Uh-huh.
that has old MTV screens all in it, and then the outside there was a ice cream truck that sold ice cream.
I
with
know what
liquor
why
in
this
there.
is.
Yeah, and
This-
then there was a karaoke bar,
Yep.
a speakeasy within the
I
speakeasy.
like how you recognize it immediately.
Yeah,
Of course
all my
you did.
cousins work there. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But no, that is one of my favorite bars. It's Break Room 86.
but right there's a factory that you're in a factory.
You walk
right?
you walk through the kitchen.
You walk through the kitchen.
walk
I
through
was
the-
really fucked up when
So
this
then,
happened.
Yeah.
by
so
the
then
way.
you're that's actually in the heart of K-Town. It's in the
Okay.
Line Hotel.
Okay.
The entrance is through the back where they get deliveries.
Okay.
Then you
That's
walk through their
right.
kitchen, and then it's a retro 80s bar that I used to spend my birthdays there all the time. They
Sounds
would,
epic.
but what's
we
dope
almost
about
didn't get let in.
because you were too drunk.
No, because
Oh.
I had shorts on.
Okay,
Yeah, standard.
But it was so cool. It's by these guys called the Houston Brothers. These 2 twins, these Asian twins, that they theme out bars around LA.
was so cool.
one bar in Hollywood would have a bed. You're in a house.
I went there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yes,
And then there's
No
this,
vacancy.
no vacancy. There's a chick laying on a bed and she's like talking to you
1800s
wearing
lingerie. 1800s
Yeah,
lingerie.
she's just like, hey, and then she pushes this button and her bed just moves and then a staircase opens and you go down to the bar.
underground, and it's just
It's
this massive
so dope.
party.
Yeah.
It was so.
It's so dope.
I was going there for helicopter training for the Robinson Safety Course.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go see Hollywood. Went to Hollywood, shithole. Had no. I was like, well, this place is a shithole. But
Hollywood
then-
Boulevard?
Yes.
Yes,
It's
it's a
such
shithole.
dog
Yeah,
shit.
and then we went to the Griffin Memorial stuff. But then somebody was like, you should go check out these speakeasies. And then we went to one. They were like, this is how you get to the other one. And no vacancy was
Yeah.
super cool.
Same bar
man.
owners.
Oh, really?
Same bar owners. Those are the Houston brothers.
Oh,
But like, man, Breaker Mania 6 was so cool because they had their bartenders, and then they have all their liquor behind them, the cabinets, and every hour like it would all drop down. All the cabinets would just sink down, and then it became a stage. And then they would have these dancers come on, and they would do like this 80s dance thing, and everyone just stops and watches and dances, and that was my favorite part. I don't know, the Chinese people who came from work.
Okay, listen, I was fucked up, and that might have been the third one we went to. It might have been a different thing, but there was definitely a bunch of.
I like how you're at helicopter safety training and you're just fucked up the whole time. This always goes hand in hand.
I mean, I was like 21 years old, so it was cool for me. And I'm like a honky from a 2,000 population. Me and Marsh grew up in the same town, small town. But but when I walked in, they had a bunch of like old 80s television sets smashed together basically on a wall, if I'm remembering this correctly. And they were playing the song when I walked in that was playing was the MTV song, when like the first song that came out. I want my MTV.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is fucking amazing. It was so cool.
Because you're hammered, and when you walk in, I love bars like that you can't go in sober or buzzed. You have to be drunk to go in.
You have to be drunk and to appreciate it. Everything.
My number one here is Dirty Bills.
Oh, Dirty Bills.
Have you ever tried to go to Dirty Bills when you're not drunk?
No, it's never an option.
My friend Peyton Giles worked there for many years. She's a cool bartender.
She must have seen some shit.
Oh yeah.
Every time you're there, you're like, oh, I'm glad I got out of that alive.
Yeah, that used to be my.
That was your go-to?
That was my COVID excuse if I wanted to get sick and take 2 weeks off.
Really? It's like you know you're going to catch it.
It feels like you're going to get
for sure.
COVID in there.
I mean, staff, in fact, you name it.
That was so bad.
Back to you traveling though. Like, so you like to travel. You traveled quite a bit. How far advanced do you have to be like, I'm not going to be at the restaurant here for 2 weeks, or if say you want to go for a 2 week trip or something like that.
Yeah. So anytime I want to travel, this is the good and bad thing about my restaurant is I actually calculate this. So I have to plan 2 months in advance before reservations release. I just have to make sure that the reservations for those days that we are not going to be there don't open to the public, because people aren't walking to our door and be like, why the fuck are they closed? You know, if you're not supposed to be there, you're not going to show up and be there. So one of the things that sucks is, since the restaurant was kind of built around myself being there,
you put yourself in that.
Well, it's built. I wanted to build this brand. I had to build it, and the only way to do it was hands-on, me doing it. So anytime I would have to go out of town, I would just block off the reservations. But I would
also just screwing yourself.
I'm screwing myself.
There's no money. Right, exactly.
Last year, I calculated how much
it
costed me a day in Japan. I went for 2 weeks. I went to the Wagyu farms. I go to all my farmers and vendors in Japan, and I calculated how much I'm paying my staff still.
Right.
How much this trip is costing me.
Flight, airfare, all that stuff. Yeah. Hotels.
And then if I calculate how much missed revenue
lost. Yep.
By being closed I'm still paying rent.
Right.
But the restaurant's closed for half the month.
Right.
And I calculated the day.
How much was it?
It's in the thousands.
That's egregious, right?
Because I have zero revenue from that day.
Right.
It's all expenses: paying staff, paying rent, bills, utilities, whatever I'm doing, my flight, everything. And so when I calculate, I was like, fuck.
And plus like your waste food costs and everything else, because nothing carries over for 2 weeks, so now you got to start all over again.
Exactly.
It's not like you move and that stuff.
So like before the night that usually that we're open 4 days a week, so the last night everything goes.
Yeah.
Because we're not saving anything until the next day.
Right.
So everything goes.
Note to self to go on that day before he goes on trip vacation.
No, but like my staff gets to take home food, make poke bowls or something like that. Or if I have somebody new, I make them take home all of the leftover fish and stuff. It's like, go practice.
Oh, it makes sense.
That's super cool.
I used to do that too. Like when I was at another sushi restaurant, at the end of the week, we would have a bunch of fish, and I would always call my friends and be like, "Yo, come over."
We're like, I'm about to throw down, boys.
Yeah, we're having sushi night,
so
you know.
man.
But it was so much practice on my own time that I
Make
got to
friends with new sushi.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, yeah, making friends with one. Unless you're a +1 of one, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's
but
plus
we're
one's where it's at.
We're friends.
100%.
Yeah.
+1's definitely the move. 100%.
+1.
So how do you go? Like, so how long were you in Miami? Like for
2 years.
2 years. Is that standard for culinary or how's
Culinary school is 2 years. Associate's degree. My life sucked there. I hated it. I did get a motorcycle. That was pretty fun. My family hated that.
Oh, I'll bet.
I hid it from them the whole time. So,
just a little death machine, living in a death city.
R6.
Right.
Oh, that's my cousin has. I have a bad story about an R6. But
we all do, right? We lost a friend, or I remember one time we were doing 130 going down the toll road, just opened up and had an R6. Like we had it for 2 weeks. That I was the coolest guy in the world, and I got hit. And I thought somebody shot me, and I like did the death wobble, and I pull off the side of the road, and I'm bleeding. And I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody shot me, guys. This is, I'm like really panicking. And it was a June bug. A June bug had hit me, and I was wearing a tank top, and it exploded. It cut my skin open. I was bleeding, but it was like over a stupid bug. And I was like, I sold the bike the next day, and I'm like, all right, I'm a little bitch.
Everyone has that moment where you're like, I need to get rid of this thing.
Yeah, this is gonna kill me. This is how it's gonna go down.
I grew up on motorcycles. I know we're going way left field, right? I grew up on motorcycles and like loved riding dirt bikes and everything. My cousin comes over one night with his R6, and again we live out in the country, and he's going to take it for a ride, and I'm like, hell yeah. She's like, here, put my helmet on. Put his fucking helmet on, and I just get on this thing, and I go down at Farmer to Market Road at night that's full of deer, and I just I'm like in third or fourth gear going 140 already. And I have he has like one of those visors on it, and I'm going, and the wind catches it just right, and it's midnight, and it just goes and it's tinted, and I could not see shit. And I was like, this is it. I'm gonna die. I let the bike stay as straight as possible, and then I knew that if I popped up, I was gonna get sucked off the bike. And so I just kept going, and I could barely see through it, just enough to where I could get my hand up off of there and open it. And I I was like,
Done.
Never again.
Done.
What was your death moment? I know you had one.
I've had a couple.
Yeah.
Man, one where I realized I was fucking around too much was I was giving this girl a ride, and I just gunned it like an idiot, not realizing, of course, you have extra weight behind you. So popped the wheelie and going, and I landed. And then, of course, when she takes off her helmet, where you done? She's like, "Oh my god, that was so fun!" Like,
and you're like, your eyes are this
shitty bricks. I was like,
she's still there. Thank God she's still there. Right?
Well, I didn't mean to fucking do that.
That one's gonna itch when it dries.
Yeah, exactly.
So. When you're in Miami, are you doing sushi stuff, or what are you trying to do? A part-time job?
I didn't get into sushi till I was back in LA. So I was very, I don't know. I didn't know fancy food too much.
Okay.
Growing up, we would eat at home. We'd have dumpling nights, where the family would sit around the table and make dumplings. That's probably what you saw at the bar, but
I don't know. There was some Asian stuff mixed in the mix somehow or some way.
No, but
redneck sees LA for the first time.
But like raising 5 kids, right? I didn't really know that much fancy food.
Just making enough to get around, make it work.
Yeah, 100%. Sure. So funny enough, I was going to school at night, but working at Chili's in the morning. So I was like, I want to just work at a restaurant. And I was like, I remember Chili's is dope.
Yeah, for sure. We all did growing up. That's all we knew. That was a fancy night.
Yeah, I get it. I applied at Chili's. I was all happy. I got fucking hired at Chili's.
I've made it, boys. We've done it. Yeah. Told you, Mom, these are working out for me.
Look at all these microwaves. Holy shit. No, but it was fun. But man, Chili's, you can actually learn a lot.
I'm sure because life.
My sister worked there for years too. And
there's a lot of life choices at Chili's for sure.
I have stories about Chili's. Like we have something called the fajita effect.
Okay.
And it fucking works so much. The fajita effect is when lunch crowd is about to hit, you take a fajita around the whole restaurant.
And everybody orders.
Everyone smells. It's the most expensive thing on the menu. Everyone smells it, sees it, like, oh, I want that.
Really?
I want that. Yeah, 100%. It works.
And people are like, yep, that's the one I want. Really?
All the time. You know how many times you're at a restaurant and you're just looking at other people's plate? Like,
for sure.
That actually looks dope. Like,
I walk around when I'm walking to my seat. I walk around like this, and people are like,
"That's the way to do it."
What the fuck is this guy looking at me?
That's
but to your point, I we'll be sitting there. What I'm gonna eat, and somebody walk out with fajitas. I'm like, fajitas,
100%
all the time,
especially if it passes your table
Right.
and you smell it.
Wafting.
That's a fake fajita. Like
Right.
no one ordered that. We just made one and sent it
Wow.
around. They walk around the restaurant and then they go straight back to the kitchen. That's it.
And then y'all eat it. Yeah.
Then we eat it. It's just it was not real, but
Wow.
it works because it boosts the sales.
Yeah.
I mean these corporates, they know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
100%.
Those dirty bastards.
You know, they know everything. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, one of the funniest things at working at Chili's was, I don't know if this is a Miami thing, but they had something called the Chili's Olympics, where they would get all the Chili's. There was maybe like 30 representatives of Chili's where we would meet at a park and play sports all day.
No way.
And they had trophies and ceremonies and everything. But every Chili's, you get to send whatever,
1 person,
10 people, no, 10
really?
staff members. You have to
bunch
to go represent your store. And that's probably one of the most shittiest days to go to Chili's because all the kitchen is gone.
Gone, right, for sure. All the staff's gone.
All of like the athletic dudes are the cooks.
Right.
So they send, and it's very competitive. So they don't really think about like, okay, let's worry about the kitchen. They're like, all right, who knows how to like come into the kitchen? Who knows how to play volleyball? I know how to play volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh, who dodgeball? Oh, you're tall.
This
You're
is the
this. You're
craziest
this.
thing I've
And then it's like,
I didn't know this was a thing.
You're all taking next Sunday off. You're representing us at the Chili's Olympics.
Church crowd hits and there's nobody there.
It's crazy. It's so funny. But like coming back to it, yeah. So I worked at Chili's, went to culinary school. I hated living in Miami. It was terrible. Like I said, no money.
You were lonely too. Did you miss your family at home or no?
Yeah, 100%. Like no money. I had roommates. I hate having roommates. Holy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just part of
I don't
rite
have
of passage.
no fake ID. You know, it's hard to make friends because I'm working at Chili's.
Right.
And I'm also going to school.
Right.
But from there, I graduated. And
Do you still have the passion to cook though? Even though you're going through all these walls?
I knew that. Well, because school kept me alive. Like Chili's wasn't inspiring me,
right?
But school did.
School
I was like,
still
this is
kept
dope.
the flame lit.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I was a great fucking student in school. I was like honors.
This is like the one
everything.
thing that you excelled at. You're like, oh, I enjoy this.
100%.
This is the one thing I applied
I was
myself
like,
for.
What's this? Why is there an A on
right,
my
for sure. I've never seen one of these before.
So you went from a 1.7 GPA in high school, and then you went and were an honors school student. And so that just shows that like serious moment, but like that just shows how important it is to take children and put them into something that they actually like doing. Like, dude, I had ADD as a kid, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And Einstein said it best. He said, if you judged a goldfish by its ability to climb a tree, of course you would think it was an idiot. That's one of my favorite quotes, because then all of a sudden you take that same kid that sucks at math, hates math, and thinks he's an idiot, and put him in mechanic class or cooking or something like that, and all of a sudden he just excels.
It's not even they don't. Even, that's not they don't suck. Well, they don't apply themselves. There's no interest. Like, why would you? You know, I can do the bare minimum and get by. This is whatever. And then when we finally get the thing that does light them up.
Exactly. Yeah, and I was actually having fun doing it. That's why I'm cooking and I'm learning, and and then you get to take home food, and you, like, it's everything. So even the final class is an actual. This is genius of them actually. Your final semester, you're in a kitchen that it's an operating kitchen where it's open to the public.
Oh, wow.
But being made by students. So your class is actually working the line and cooking food. I was like, what a genius thing to do.
Smart. Yeah, they're double dipping.
Students paying you to go to class, but you also have customers coming in.
And you can't pay the kid. Their tuition covers them, so it's a no-brainer.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they're double dipping for sure.
But it gave us a sense of the real life, and I was fucking kicking ass in that one. Yeah, that's when you're in class, you're learning techniques and all these things and taking it slow. But once you get put into that, it's like, oh, now we're actually
this is the real world boys.
Now this is. They should start you in that,
right?
Yeah, and see if you can handle it, because oh my gosh, you see people.
How many people drop out of that point?
They don't drop out, but they struggle, and like the chefs or like they need backup and help running the station, but
then some people just thrive in it.
I thrived in it. I was like,
the chaos was your jam.
I think it's because of video games too. Like video games really help you multitask,
for sure.
Like these things. And when you look at, if you have an 8 burner and you have pans everywhere, you have timers in your head, and you're just
I didn't even think about that. You have to have different timers for.
You have different things. You have your sauce here. You have this. You're sautéing this, and you have all these things. Have you played Overcooked? No. Overcooked is
that the little game where you have to? Yeah, I played that one time with a friend. It was fun.
It's so close to what real cooking is like because you just have to do so many things at the same time, and then you can forget one thing and it fucks everything up. Like if someone doesn't wash the dishes and you run out of dishes,
messes the whole shit messes up.
Yeah, because you got nothing else to transfer.
It's literally like all domino characters, and they're just waddling around, and you're doing stuff.
You can get into some huge fights about that game though, with people playing with. Man, I played with my siblings last Christmas.
I bet you're a lot of fun to play with.
Well, I usually sit back as like, I'm going to do my job.
Right.
And then we kept getting like 1 or 2 stars, and you got to get 3 stars, of course. And it's like, man, we kept playing this level over and over again. It's like, we can't get 3 stars. I was like, all right, I'm going to take over then. Yeah. You guys do everything I say. I'll get us 3 stars. Like, you are washing dishes and cutting vegetables. You are running this.
I'm going to delegate it. Yeah.
I would start talking in restaurant terms. It's like, I need a runner. I need dishes. I need this. I need this. And they're like, fuck. This is him.
This is him. This is time. This is his Super Bowl right here.
I've been waiting for this.
That's cool for them to see you outside of your work environment, but being how you are in your work environment.
Exactly. Cool. Yeah. So that's like, I mean, cutting back to it, but yeah, we had a class like that. I graduated, moved straight back to LA. I got a job as a line cook at a French fusion restaurant.
What's a line cook for everybody else that doesn't know? Like, explain it to somebody.
Line cook is basically the one who's running your grill or your saute pans, fryer, like all the ones. There's your garde manger, like your salad cooks, and light apps or your cold apps.
Okay.
Then you have your line cooks, and then this is typically, then you can have your sous chef and you have your chef de cuisine.
Okay.
Then you can have your executive chef.
Okay.
But I actually started as salad, actually, and I lied.
Yeah.
But I became sous really, really quickly. And you have this now 20-year-old who I have to give orders to people who have been there for 8 years.
That are 60, 65.
Yeah, that are old.
It never changed. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a weird part.
And that's as far as they'll ever get. And it's like you got to have this weird position. Like,
it's hard because one, getting the respect out of somebody that way is
you're a child at 21 years, 20 years old. So you're a child.
I couldn't even have a legal beer yet.
Right, exactly.
And I have these 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds that I had to kind of direct. And I had the Sunday shift, when the chef was out, I had the Sunday shifts. Like, all right, guys, we're doing this. But that's why, this industry is tough because say even like if you had your job that you're at for 8 years, and then a kid comes in that's 20 years old, that's over you, and now telling you what your schedule is, and now telling you,
dude, I've been here longer.
Right, exactly. I know this.
Seniority, exactly. But you have to prove them wrong at that point. You have to show them why your standards are high and how you're skilled enough to do this, and that you can make specials, you can come up with dishes, and then that kind of shows like, oh, this is why you've been doing this for 8 years, and this is why I jumped on, because like I'm working outside of this restaurant. I'm thinking of specials. I'm thinking I'm doing inventory. I'm doing these things. So, I mean, that's one of the hardest leaps I had to make was managing people younger than you. That's because even for me, it's like, man, if I'd be like, fuck this person.
Yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
How old are you now?
I'm 38 now.
38. Okay, so
I've been in the kitchens for almost 20 years.
You already had a lifetime in the kitchen, and we haven't hit your stride yet.
And I'm still in it, man.
Right. You can't get away from it, right?
I know. But man, I love traveling so much that just gives me my joy. So
you still passionate about it? Still cooking? You still enjoy it?
I do enjoy it. Like you get in the the routine of what you're doing, but then
becomes a job sparks at some point. In time, and then you get those sparks.
Yeah. It's about repetition, but you get a spark of inspiration, or you try something, or you see something. Like that's why I love to go try restaurants so much, because I'll see something that they do. I was like, man, this is dope. Like it makes me want to do something.
I want to try something, my own flair on something.
If I locked you in a room and made you keep doing the same thing you're doing, then you're gonna get over it like that. But you start seeing and that's what's so cool about food is everyone's doing their own thing and everyone's doing something different. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's bringing, it's not only a necessity, it's become everyone's pure joy to go out and eat and try these dishes, And it's not only that, it's about a community that you create with whoever you're eating with. Like
Right.
the best conversations and best things are made over
Breaking
a
of
meal.
bread,
And
exactly.
yeah, traveling into the mix, man. I wish so badly that my sister was sitting where I'm at right now so she could talk to you, because she's just like, she loves food. She was a nurse for years and she was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And she went to culinary school and she just loves food. And I benefited from it greatly too, because I lived with her while she was going to culinary school. So
you know it.
But like, what I'm excited for is like, she does everything on the cooking side, and then like the formulating side for my business now. We're starting to really make some money, and like within the next year, we're gonna be able to go travel wherever we want to. And like, she has not gotten to travel at all in her life. She hasn't. She just got on a plane the other day for the first time in 6 years, just to go to Dallas to go see a friend, and she works for the airline. But anyway, I'm so excited for her to have like now gone to culinary school and like love cooking so much, to then fly her to different places, like go to different places, because it's man, it's
just
so
get your +1 flyer.
Yeah, right,
exactly. Just get your +1. But yeah, man, and culture is just culture with food and all that's just crazy. I was in Thailand, Vietnam, and Japan last year for 2 months, and it was just like mind blowing.
It's culture, food, ingredients, everything that is so,
presentation, the whole 9 yards, everything.
Yeah, every time I go to a restaurant, I'm always looking. I'm always seeing what's different. What do I like? What habits can I pick up? What habits do we have to make sure we're not doing?
Right.
That's like when people ask, do I get inspiration from restaurants that I go to? Honestly, I pay more focus to the things that I make sure I'm not doing.
Right.
Because if I see something that, and I usually go back to my staff and I'll be like, hey guys, I saw this. I went to this restaurant and I saw them do this. We have to make, like, if anybody, I saw
at
it.
No point, yeah.
If we cannot, like, I know we already don't probably, but now I'm gonna hammer it in your head.
You wouldn't even have known that was a thing before until you went there and saw it. It
could be something as small as, let's say a sushi chef, like a bunch of people aren't paying attention, but I'm paying attention. And if I'm sitting at a counter and someone just goes, it's like, you better go fucking
wash your hands.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then I just kind of I gotta remind people, because like you get into this repetition routine that you forget the most basic things.
Yeah, you get a little complacent.
Exactly. So when I go out to eat, I get inspiration, but I also I trust my food and what I'm doing. I definitely am very I pay a lot of attention to things that can go wrong, you know? So I just make sure if I notice something, like, oh man, once time I went to a restaurant and they put my drink down like here, and then like I drank some, and then I had another coaster here, and I put it on the coaster, and there was like a ring, and it was just there for the rest of the dinner. I was like, man, that's really like
aggravating. Yeah, makes my OCD not happy.
It's my OCD, and then I go to my staff. I was like, guys, anytime you go behind a cut, you better have a towel on your hand, because if you see any drips, anything, it's your job to clean it up.
Right.
Like, keep it clean, because everything matters. Not only the food.
It's all the million things behind the scenes
too. Like a lot of those things you're saying are things that like the person probably doesn't even know is bothering them.
That's the whole point.
But subconsciously it could be doing something.
Oh yeah. So like one of the things that I do is I show my staff pictures of food all the time, and I'll be like, what's wrong here? What do you think? And then it could be a ring so the way I tell my staff, it's like even though we use the same plate for all of our nigiri pretty much. So the key is keeping it, every dish needs to look like a new dish. So if there's a grain of rice, or there's a drip of soy sauce, or there's a smudge on the plate, everything needs to get clean, because every picture, every one is its own art. It can't carry over from what was on.
It's
that
edible
dish
art.
before.
It's like one piece of
100%.
It's like a little Mona Lisa in front of you every time. So.
I could never. I am the most unorganized person, and I'm something I'm working on in business too, because I know is detrimental too. But like, I respect, and I'm intrigued by people that are that like attention to detail and things like that.
Well, that's what separates like from the good, the great, right? Yeah. So like, is it great? Is it better now that is it easier because you have like Austin? There's a lot of restaurants that are trying to get to that standard, so it's easier to like competition wise. You're like, cool, everybody's trying to level themselves up, or is it harder because you're like, man, everybody's trying to do the next thing and be the next great thing, or
No, I think it's easier. I think the thing about Austin community and culinary is everyone supports each other. And like we can hit up anybody and ask them questions or go. We all go support each other at each other's restaurants and everything. Yeah. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's not as competitive as LA. LA is very, very competitive, as New York would be too.
Right.
Austin, even when I first moved here,
is Austin even considered a food scene or not?
Oh, 100. We have the most Michelin guide recognition in Texas.
I'm playing devil's advocate here because like everybody's like,
this is why you're the plus one, bro.
Because everybody says like in New York and like the Austin restaurants couldn't carry towards the New York restaurants because the standards so high, or LA restaurants, and the real food scenes are LA and New York. Like just because we think it's great here in Austin, and because I'm playing devil's advocate here just to poke at you. Like explain to everybody else like the standards there now, right?
Yeah. I mean, everyone. I agree. Like on Reddit, if you're ever on Reddit, like people shit on Austin all the time. Like, oh my God, New York and LA and San Francisco. I mean, the food here is really fucking good though.
Yeah, I love the food.
The food here is 100%. You can get amazing food here. So it's just it's everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I do think Austin is a destination food place, especially for the barbecue. Like, holy shit. I think this is the best barbecue in the world that I've ever had.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
So good.
Like, I thought, like LA, there's places that we would go to and they would say, I would eat it and be like, this is fucking amazing. And right when I moved here, I was like, dude, what is that shit?
What was that slop they fed me? Exactly. The line around the building for that pig slop.
They take you to the pits and Terry Black's and they're just like, these are my ladies.
Yeah, 100%.
Squeezing on. Yeah,
my first barbecue here was Franklin's.
Oh, yeah. Ruined for life. Yeah.
I'm like, this is what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah, this is like meat candy in my mouth. Okay,
seriously.
The Tex-Mex barbecue we have here too. Have you been to any of those places? There was a place down on Manchac. It's closed now. No, dang it. What the hell was it called? Can't think of it now. But they closed. They moved to a bigger spot and ended up closing. But,
okay, I'm not sure which one.
The crazy spiky hair dude has been there a couple times.
Fucking Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Yeah. He's been there a couple times, but. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Tex-Mex though. Like, I think it's good.
Yeah, it was Tex-Mex barbecue.
Yeah,
it's comfort food.
I can't feel so fat all the time anymore.
Right. That's the problem with it. It's too much alcohol, too much fun stuff to do, and too much good Tex-Mex.
So I had never eaten sushi till I was like 23 years old, and then I had bad sushi. Like the people were not bad sushi. The people were immediately like, eat these fish eggs.
Yeah,
and they were just like exploding my mouth. I was like, can't do it. Texture, no. Now I absolutely love sushi, but that almost ruined me for a while too. But then I started going here, and then my sister started working at a sushi restaurant, and it was like she had to go to school again. She wasn't even allowed to do anything, and just was like having to memorize the menu. But through her doing that, I was like, I'm just gonna start asking my waiters to order for me, and I started doing that at sushi restaurants. Best decision I've ever had. I'm like,
it's always the
move. They know. I mean, if it's a good sushi restaurant, they know the menu.
You gotta trust them though. They might give you the shit that's on his last day.
One more. The white person take it. Let's go.
Yeah. But like, I don't remember where I was, but they were like, "Yeah, eat this first. Put this on this part of your tongue," and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing."
There's this really cool TikToker that I saw that would go to restaurants, any cuisine, and it would be him, and he'll be like, the server, here's $100. This does not include tip. You'll get tipped on top of it, but build me a menu on what you think I should have. I do. Like, this is what I want to spend, and just send me shit. Send me your favorite stuff. And they don't even look at the menu. It's like, here's $100. This is my budget. Don't go over.
That's cool.
Literally what I did. And I did this because I was broke, and it was Valentine's Day, and I was with my girlfriend. I told the waiter, I said, we were at a nice place. I was like, I have $200.
Yeah.
Bring us whatever $200 gets, and bring us whatever you want. And then bring us some sake with that. And then that doesn't, same thing. I was like, that doesn't include tip.
Yeah.
Just like $200. It was the best sushi meal I've ever had. And I was like,
it's so awesome. Really.
It was so much fun. And I started doing that at almost every restaurant I go to. If I don't know what they have, or if I'm not sure what I want, I'm like, order for me.
Yeah. 100%.
Love it.
It's a way to do it. It's awesome. That's what omakase means is I trust you.
So really?
Yeah.
Well, didn't know that.
I got a question. So like other sushi restaurants, stuff like that, people we know, whatever, they say like they can like you're saying the art, people take the picture and everything else. So like he can check like his restaurants because he looks at the picture and says, okay, that's cut the white rice, presented the way. you're the one person doing it, right?
Yeah.
At your restaurant. So how do you hold yourself to that standard so you know you're doing the right job? Like if it's doing it great or not. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was interesting because he's like, I can see like because everybody takes pictures, right? Everybody's gonna take pictures of your stuff, no matter it's like art, like you're saying. And he's like, I can see the restaurant in LA or I can see the one in wherever it is, and like, oh, they didn't do that right. And I'll call them, hey man, when you do this, take it on. But you're face forward is you can't like how do you keep that standard that high?
Well, it's just that it's about making it the intimacy of the room.
Okay.
I kept it to 6 people so I can control all of this stuff and I don't lose any quality for that.
Okay.
But I mean, I just have to hold myself to a standard and know that everyone's going to see people. I don't know who these people are.
Okay.
And everyone has to get treated equally unless
you get bumped. Unless you get bumped several times, it's fine. I don't want to bring up old shit.
Unless you're not the +1.
If you're a +1, you can always get bumped.
For sure.
No, but keeping up the standard, it's just there. It's a competitive field. I can't leave gaps.
Can't slip up. Not one
I can't
time.
slip. I can't slip because it takes one picture to fuck shit up. You know,
Right.
and just everyone has a voice now. That's what's the scariest thing about
terrifying.
owning
For
a
sure.
restaurant is it can be a critic, it can be someone from out of town, a local food influencer, it could be a +1, but they all have the same saying. They all have the same power when it comes to Google and Yelp. 1 star on Google or Yelp is 1 star. Nobody cares who it's coming from.
Right. Well, that
Because all
person
you do is you
even
look at-
ate the restaurant. They don't know.
Time out.
100%.
Time out. Go look at Brandon's reviews on his ranch. And
On your ranch?
And then there's a 1-star rating. And this guy's like, too many cactus, the brush is too thick, hard to see animals. And Brandon said, you've never been to my ranch? I think you have the wrong ranch. And like it was the guy.
And he doubled down. He's like, still sucks. I'm like, you win, dude. How can I argue with that?
I was reading the comment. I'm like, none of this is true about Brandon's ranch. And then I clicked and I said, this is just like last week. This comment's from years ago. And I because I was looking up the address to your ranch and I saw it. I'm like, why does Brandon's ranch have a 4-star rating? That's bullshit. And then I looked on there and it was the guy who had never even been to his ranch.
You can't argue with logic. You're like, dude, you won. You got me, dude.
You're not going to win those battles.
I feel bad for you because now you got millions of people
right,
dealing with your
like,
shit.
That's
people have never had sushi, don't even know what it's supposed to taste like.
Exactly.
Right?
I've gotten bad reviews of people just not being able to get in.
Oh yeah,
and then you get a 1 star. It's like
lady, there's only 6 seats.
It's not my fucking fault.
Can you, for the people that most people don't know, like how your restaurant works, how it's structured,
or the name of it? People are punching air right now because we haven't said the name of your restaurant yet.
The restaurant's called Toshokan.
Okay,
so it means library in Japanese. It's a 6-seat speakeasy in East Austin, inside Holy Moly. So we're inside of a miniature golf course, actually.
And that's the intro. No,
and
I'm so glad that I let you say the name of it first, and I didn't try to say the name of it because I would fuck it. Say it one more time.
So Toshokan.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
And how many seatings do you have?
I do 2 a night.
2 a night. So 12 people a night.
12
that's
people
it.
A night.
And how many nights a week?
4.
Right. So 48 people. That's it.
4. So 48 people a week.
A week. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you can get in there. And then you're booked months out in advance.
Months in advance. Yeah.
So people understand like how the premise, how it works,
They
and everything.
should.
I understand, but like this, you'd be surprised.
But I still get shit.
I tell people all the time about your, and they still don't understand. They still ask me, "How do I get in that spot?" I'm like, "You got to book a month and it's a nightmare."
Yeah, 100%. And then, fun fact is, I was on Hinge, and somebody messaged me.
No way.
And we were talking.
Hey, can I get a seat?
Not even that. It said. Oh, I wish I screenshotted it because they unmatched me because I didn't respond. But I was thinking of the perfect response. It said, "Oh my God, your restaurant looks great. Do you have any promo codes or coupons I can get to your restaurant?" I was like,
"No,
bro, not that kind of restaurant."
It's just a wild place, man.
Wild.
I once had a picture of me and Chris Evans on my Hinge, and then someone goes, "Can you introduce me to your friend?" And I was like, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans?
And she's like, yeah. I was like,
Captain America?
No.
That's not how that works.
Stop it.
Can he bring a shield?
Yeah. I was like, shoot your shot, I guess.
Yeah, right. Well played. That hurt a little bit. I'm cool too.
It's we might have seen that before where it's like, oh man, this girl's cute, but that friend.
Yeah.
Can't can't do it, but
she probably didn't even know who Chris Evans was. And was like, that's a good looking guy.
Probably oblivious to it, but
also
still.
that was a stupid idea for me because put myself into one of the most handsome people.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
world.
dude, the standard here.
I need to put myself next to a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Right, exactly.
Like, not Chris Evans.
What are you thinking,
not America's fucking ass, like
literally.
So how long has the restaurant been open?
So we just hit 4 years.
That's awesome.
We hit 4 years. To this day, we have not had a day that has not been sold out yet.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a record to run.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wow.
4 years straight, all sold out.
That's a lot of stress.
We still have
too.
a wait list, which is amazing. So if someone cancels, an email goes out and then it gets booked within
I'm
minutes.
going to book something today with y'all, with however far out.
And plus,
reservations release every month.
Reservations. Okay. So yeah, tell me how it works.
No,
So
yeah.
if I want to get a reservation with you, what's the next step to go for to do
Okay,
that?
for anybody so the reservations release on the first of the month for the following month every month.
Okay.
So basically the next round is going to be March 1st for all of April. So that is how it works.
And then they drop at different times, right? Like, what do you do them?
We go midnight and 10 a.m.
Okay.
Just to please both crowds.
Right.
Some night hours, but man, I hear it all the time when guests come in. It's like, I waited up till midnight for this, or I set alarms.
Right.
And they wake up. I hear some crazy stories about people getting reservations. I've heard a nurse leave a delivery room.
No.
People, whenever it's on a Sunday, people at 10 a.m., people are like, I did this during church. I've heard of people pulling over on the freeway to get the reservation
because they sell out within like 30 seconds. It's like when it does happen, you've got to be on your phone. A lot of times everybody just left holding the air. It's like it's a big deal.
That's crazy.
One of my favorites was these two guys came in. I had a cancellation the night before, and I allowed to happen because I just hate charging people for something they didn't get.
Yeah.
Right.
And plus, you want life
time.
happens, right?
Yeah. And like if something happens and then you're like, well, now I paid $400 too, for something I didn't get to do.
Right.
It's like, man, that's not a
you don't leave a bad
business
taste.
model.
Yeah.
Not like it.
You want them to want to come back.
You leave a bad taste in somebody's mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I released it to the wait list. Good. Thank God we had a wait list. But it was like midnight when they canceled and they're like, hey, we're super sick. We can't make it at dinner tomorrow. I was like, okay, I'm going to release it to the wait list. I'm going to try to get it filled. Gets filled within
30
within a minute, and then these two guys came next day, 6 p.m. dinner, and they're there, and I was like, we talk, and where are you from? And we're from Kansas City. It's like, oh, how long have you lived here in Austin? I was like, nah, we drove here.
No way.
We were high as fuck.
Yeah,
no way. And then we got the notification, and I looked at him. I was like,
"No,
you want to drive to Austin?" Yeah.
No,
like, you want to drive to Austin? They're like, fuck it. So then they booked it. It was like they got in a car and drove to Austin from Kansas City.
Dude, you should have took a picture with them and put it on the wall, and then that was like the review of reviews. Like,
that is awesome.
Wild. And things like that happen, and it's so fucking cool. Like I have to remind myself how cool that is.
Yeah, somebody drove 1,200 miles to see you.
100%
for your take part of your art.
I forget how cool some of this things are because I get a reservation somewhere, and or I'll get I'll go to a nice restaurant somewhere where I'm traveling, and I get a reservation because I'm waiting there, and like the feeling you get of like the fuck yeah,
when you finally get
I'm fucking doing this, and then you have to wait 2 months. Like that anticipation is crazy.
That's all part of the experience.
It's all part of the
but it's so much pressure on YouTube because if you fuck that
there's
up,
a lot of pressure. Yeah,
like you just mess up a whole month of anticipation.
Exactly.
And what they say is not anticipation, but the expectations can ruin your whole experience of anything.
100%.
If it doesn't match your expectations.
That's why Michelin is known as like a blessing and a curse. It's so good. Like 100%. Yes, the best thing in your culinary world is to get a Michelin guide.
Right.
But you'll see reviews go down and you'll see all these things being said about them because with that stamp, everyone's like, I better get one of the best meals of my life.
Right. The standard is so high. And
exactly. So then,
they've only had Mima's restaurant, and they think that's what they think good cooking is. They don't understand that.
Then, like, you struggle do I change things? Do I keep things the same? And then people can start to lose their identity of what they're doing because they're trying to keep up with the demand and expectation of having a star.
Right.
And then
they kind of get away from their culture, what they did, got them there.
Imagine, like, let's say you're a barbecue spot here in town and you get a Michelin star. You've been doing the same thing for 4 years and you get a Michelin star. Everyone loves you. Then all these people start coming because you have a Michelin star who only heard of you because you have a
Michelin star. Yeah.
And they're like, why does this place have a star? And then you get a 2-star, then you get a 3-star, and then you have these reviews that you take personally,
right?
Because it says, I don't know why this place has a star, and blah blah blah. I was like, bitch,
I'm not pertaining to you. You don't understand that. Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'm still doing what I was doing. Everyone loved me before the star. Right. Everyone should love
You're
me
the
after
problem.
star.
Right.
It sucks.
Yeah, that's.
But like, I read every review, and some of them I'm like,
dude,
oh fuck. Like
that's got to be tough, dude.
It's rough.
That's got to.
Like,
I don't know.
Reddit's ruthless.
Yeah,
like Reddit
is
so
ruthless.
worthless.
Dude,
yeah.
I still have not to this day read Reddit posts about the show that I was on because I was told not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Well, like you talk to Shane or any of those guys, and like Reddit's the one that goes down the wormhole, and you're like, he's the one that's the one that messes him up, right?
That's what he told me too.
The same thing's what he told me. He's like
Shane Gillett.
Yeah, like one of the most influential comedians of our time right now, and he's like, stay off Reddit. Stay off Reddit. He's like, Reddit's the one that got.
They're mean.
They're savage. Right.
They're like professional meanies, dude. Like professional meanies, dude.
Well, because everyone's a keyboard warrior, but like that's what Rogan said to me when he's like, if like post this restaurant. Don't read the reviews.
Right.
There's going to be thousands. Don't read them.
Read the comments.
Yeah, the comments.
When he
talked
about your
when he posted Toshokan on his Instagram, he's like, just don't read it. Just do yourself a favor.
Yeah, do yourself a
favor.
favor.
It's hard, but you do anyway. Like I
read some. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. I have thick skin growing up. We'll put it that way. And the show came out and we were portrayed in a really bad light in like episode 7, the way the edit was. And
you were an asshole on that show.
No, I was not. But they made me look like they made me look like one. And then, dude, I got death threats and thousands of comments.
I can't believe you sold your friend down the road like that for money. It's kind of messed up.
I know. It's a terrible thing. Terrible thing. I can talk about it now. I'm not under contract.
Okay, I didn't know. I used to jack with him all the time because when he came out, like they made him sign this nasty NDA, and like the way they cut it and post or whatever, it made him sound like look like a real asshole. Yeah. And like the shit they posted was like not what happened on the show at all, 100%. And so I would just jack with him. I'd be like, I'd tell him like,
is everything.
Yeah, for sure. And they'd be like, oh man, I can't believe you sold your friend down the road.
Actually,
money,
the first podcast we recorded with somebody that I grew up listening to my entire life growing up is Bart Crow, and he texted me the morning before the podcast with Bart Crow and was like, hey man, I'm not sure if you should come or not. Bart kind of thinks you're an asshole about how you looked on the show. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
There always needs to be a villain in every
it was a joke.
Like, I was fucking lying the whole time.
There always needs to be a villain.
Yeah. But yeah, that's nuts. So say somebody like say a couple wants to come eat at your restaurant per person. What are you looking at? $400 or $500 per person, or like
no? We're $170 in the door. That's how much it costs. Okay. And then whatever drinks, but tax and tip. So
cool.
You can leave $220 to $230.
Yeah,
if you just don't get anything else.
Right.
But that's based.
That never happens. You want to get like they got the sake pairing and they do the
we have pairings.
Like I want like that's one of those things like. You're paying for the experience too.
Yeah,
like that's
you're not going there every Chewy's night, like every Chili's night. It's like it's not that's not the experience you're going for.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm here. Right. I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna do the sake pairing.
I want the whole experience, which is how you should experience everything. Like absolutely. Not only restaurants and food. Like if you have the funds to do it or you're comfortable, you should experience everything that way.
Yeah.
With like do the thing.
Experience it.
So someone told me to read this book, and I should read it, but I'm kind of scared to. It's called Die with Zero. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's basically like you take nothing to the grave with you.
Right.
So just
spend it all.
Like,
let's go, boys.
If you have kids, make sure they're taken care of.
Right.
But man, whatever you have in your retirement or whatever,
I've done a good job of that.
Net sum zero, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, no, but like enjoy your life while you can. I want to hike Machu Picchu now.
Right.
And spend
while
my
you
money
got legs.
and eat all the good
Have you
stuff.
gone yet?
I have. Yeah.
Okay, I want to go. I'm gonna go.
It's
soon.
dope. It's dope. But like, do it now while you can still remember it. You can do it with people. Your friends are all. Don't do it when you're 75 and you had the free time and now money to do it. Like
it's the only thing that's kept me from having kids. I swear. So, like from having kids is
hiking
literally
Machu Picchu.
No, one of those. But like I've got one about 4 or 5 years of really traveling because then I know that there's going to be about 2 or 3 years I can't do it. But then those little bastards are coming with me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like I don't want to have like a 6-week-old strapped to my back and I'm like. Hiking Machu Picchu, it'd be fine probably.
Or you die.
Or we die. Yeah.
It's hot. It's tough. But like, no, talking about having kids, that's one of, I say that my restaurant is one of the biggest birth controls of my life.
Yeah.
I want kids.
Same.
But hearing stories of parents that come in, like it's always, I'm tired, and like this is my first night out in 6 months,
yeah, or a year, or whatever.
And I was like, damn. And it always ends with, oh, but they're so great.
Yeah,
like,
it's always like, yeah, exactly.
It's the greatest thing in your life. But
but I love them.
I love them so much. They're grinding their knife. Like,
yeah.
But through traveling, I think it's just like people get stuck in their ways of parenting, and that there's different ways to parent. And if you are making enough money, or if you just decide to live that lifestyle, then there was people we were traveling, backpacking, that were backpacking with their children.
Yeah.
Everybody's having a great time. They're homeschooling them like while they're doing it.
Yeah,
like
it's insane.
they're making it work.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's just, and then hire a babysitter more than once every 6 months. That's your fault, not your fault, but like you could have gone out a couple more times in 6 months if you wanted to hire a babysitter or something. But maybe some people can't afford it either. So
that's true. Yeah.
Call a friend.
I don't like, sometimes I think about how people raise children, and I know how much money they make. I was like, you have 3 kids.
Yeah, how do you make this work? The math doesn't math.
Like,
I'm with you.
It's crazy. I'm family of 5. It's like, how the fuck did that happen?
How did we split it 5 different ways and everybody ate and they got it out all right and everything else? 100%.
Crazy. It's a crazy life.
So what, like on yours, like just hypothetically, like I'm sure you got tons of celebrities run through your place. Like, do you get, does it even wow you anymore? Is it even like,
oh yeah,
do you still like surreal, or you're like at this point you're just like, I'm knee deep, it's just what it is?
It was tough in the beginning. But I realized that everyone's people. Everyone's just there to enjoy a meal.
Right.
You know, they're not there. They're like, a critic would make me nervous, or like.
Right. Would you know a critic's going into it?
No, but actually the people I get, like celebrities, like they're like musicians, actors, they are so cool every time they come
so
in.
gracious.
They're all so great. And I think it's because we treat them just like regular, normal people.
That's the move.
We had that conversation.
We had that conversation the other day about like if you treat them like a real human, like they're like thankful.
But they're also
then
there
they invite
to
you on their private jet.
What you're doing.
They did invite me on a private jet, but the security guy fucked it up for me. But thanks, Matt Damon, for trying to give me a ride home. But it's fine.
That what happened?
Yeah, I can't really tell you all that happened, but I'll tell you after off the fly. Thanks to cock walking security guy. No big deal. It's fine.
Did the manifest of the plane say +1 and not your name? I don't know if this is you, man. +1 is like, dude, it's me. I swear. I am the +1.
Right.
Get that tattooed on your
right, 100%. All right, so what's the protocol? Like, let's say your friends are coming to eat with you, and then celebrity shows up. How does that work? You just bump them, and then just get screwed for Dave Chappelle? How's
you know
that
would never happen to my real friends.
Oh, okay. We're +1s.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Okay, I don't even remember if that was you.
It was me, 100%.
It was you. Okay, Dave Chappelle calls you and he goes, I want to come in for dinner.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. +1.
What do you do? Do you clear out do you clear out the whole restaurant, or what do you do at that point?
So there's
I'm not even going to be a smart ass. Let's just go nightmare for you.
There's different protocols that I can run. One is sometimes I have extra seats that I can throw them in.
Yeah.
I like to book 6 people.
Okay.
That's my magic number. I don't book more than that. But if somebody like a family member comes in town or like a celebrity hits us up and is like, hey, we're only in town for this amount of time. I want to come in for dinner? It's like, great. But you are going to be sitting with the public if you're okay with that.
Oh, really? You tell them, hey, this is it. This is what you get.
Like Shane sat in with people all the time. Like, and people are like, the fuck?
Yes.
You know,
you're just dapping them up as you go.
It happens all the time where it's like, hey, you're just going to be part of the part of the dinner. It's like, yeah, sure. I'm coming to eat. It's not about me. It's about,
but it's about the experience. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm here to experience what you're doing. So
and honestly, if they wanted everybody cleared out, fuck that person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
sometimes they're too big.
They're too.
To be in a room. That's what I
say.
But
sometimes
6 people, I feel like you can handle 6 people.
Well, a lot of times they roll deep too.
Well,
they have their
like,
entourage, and so now you're stuck with like 8 or 10. Now, that was my next question to follow up. It's like some of these people have like these crazy entourages that run with them, and they're 10, 12 deep. And you're like, hey man, it's a 6 spot. What do? You say pick your 6 favorite?
A lot of times that
do you
happens.
really? Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you, man.
They will
hold that standard because you don't have to change it for like
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things is the experience will be diluted if there's too many people and it's more than we can handle.
Okay.
Because we can only fit so much crew back there. If we stuff people in that room, then everything's just gonna gonna be complete chaos. We're not built to do that.
Okay.
Now, if I had a bigger spot, like let's say I was doing it here, and it's like, okay, well, I can bring in another chef, and then we can serve 15 without missing a beat. Then yes.
But you think you still get the one-on-one you would get? Or you still get kind of
not at all. That's why 6 is the one-on-one. That's the intimacy.
Okay.
8 even pushes it.
Right.
But like someone like Chappelle, you can't sit in a room. You can't sit Chappelle in a room with 6 strangers
with normies, yeah, for
and
sure.
then like because people are just gonna freak the fuck out, you
Right.
know what I mean? And then
well, the other thing is like
ask them questions.
He's not gonna enjoy his experience at all for sure. And then he
Exactly,
can't let his guard down and talk like he would normally talk.
Exactly.
Because now everybody's like the gotcha moment with the cell phones and all the bull
Yeah.
crap that goes with it. Yeah.
Well, to this day, that was the smallest dinner I've ever done.
Really?
2 people.
Really?
He was supposed to come in with his entourage, and we were all prepared for it. And then
Right.
he calls us, and he's like, "Hey, actually, it's been a long time since I had a date night with my wife. Is it cool if it's just me and her?" We're like, "Fuck it.
Yeah,
Never served 2 people."
Now, if
shit.
I'm doing David solid, yeah, I got you, man. I'll make that happen.
100%. And I still gave you the boot.
Yeah, right, exactly. I still got the boot.
Extra seats, but sorry.
It's cool, man. That hurts a little bit more for sure.
Hey, I
There were
totally
empty seats.
understand.
For sure.
No, but I was nervous about that because it's like, okay, how do I give my experience to only 2 people? Usually it's
Right.
about a group.
Now, because you can work your way
thing.
down the line or whatever, the timing, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
And I have to slow down and make sure, you know,
Right.
so there's going to be a lot of standing around because of it. And I was like, I don't know if
They
he
don't be
wants
like
to
that
just,
weird guy just standing in front of him the whole time.
Exactly.
That would put my head
staring him down,
like, hey, you like it?
Yeah. But I was nervous about that because I was thinking, well, what if he just wants to have dinner with his wife, which he did, and I just stand there and do nothing, like
Right.
But then it turned into such a good conversational dinner. Like we got to ask questions about each other and learn things about each other. One of the things about it's not an interview; it's talking about life.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
we're actually engaging at a human level. It's not like me trying to get something out of you.
Exactly. It's like, how did you 2 meet? And I would hear the story on how they met, like the underground shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
The real shit. Yeah.
Like I think he left a message on her answering machine.
Oh,
and
wow.
She like ignored it.
Yeah.
I always love, and I've said this over and over again, I love getting to meet people and having no idea who they are,
100%.
whether they are super famous or just a regular person,
Right.
because I have no preconceived idea of who
Notion
they are.
about where they should
And
be.
I think of, and although I'd like to tell myself that I don't do it, I think at a subconscious level, you still treat somebody slightly
100%.
differently than you normally would if you know that they're super famous or super wealthy,
100%.
like for some reason. So like, if you go into that and just have no idea who they are, the relationship's so much more beautiful too. Like, like going into it, it's like,
well,
that's
you're so much more interested in what they are interested in and not what they do.
Right.
And that's a very awesome thing when I love it. Like you learn about their interest rather than how famous they are. Or
what's your job? It's the first thing they ask, like, what's your job? What do you drive?
Exactly. Like it sucks
just
to
like a
even see
hierarchy.
someone roll up in their car. You're like, ooh, this person got money. You know,
Right,
whatever.
exactly.
Like, for me, I'm in a room that has
You're so
no
isolated from
windows,
everybody. Yeah.
no nothing. I don't know who I'm serving until they walk through that door.
Yeah.
I just know their names. I don't Google it, but I right when I step out and I look at it, I was like, all right,
it's my group.
this is it. Let's do it. And
There's no preconceived notions, nothing.
I give what they give. So like
transfer of energy.
We talk about whatever the hell we want, and it's so fucking.
It's such
cool.
a good vibe. Exactly. That's half the hang.
But I learn a lot of things through that dinner too. It's like going to school every day and having a professor every.
It's like being on a podcast, basically.
100%.
You're just doing exactly what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With 6 randoms.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
But like,
that's awesome. I love people.
It's so cool.
That's
it is
cool.
like having a free professor every day because everybody who knows something you don't know.
Yeah,
you know
exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
Everyone's your
Even if you filled this room, this table with 10 sushi chefs, we all know shit that we don't know about sushi.
Yeah,
If we talk about
exactly.
sushi for 10 hours, we all know stuff that each
The inside baseball stuff, no one else would know. Like they wouldn't know. You knew, they didn't know technique or whatever.
Exactly. So that's what's so fun about this dinner is if I ask the right questions, I can learn a lot about someone's industry or what they're interested in, or get advice about something. They're like, I'm from, New Zealand. It's like, oh shit, what do they eat down there?
Right.
You know, like, or like, what's it like?
What's industry like? What is it exactly like?
Exactly. You know, and that's free knowledge that I get, which is one of the coolest things.
Have you ever had to go?
Food's just cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had to go south? Like nobody's talked. You're like awkward. You're like cricket. You're like trying to have conversation because some people won't engage. Like some people just don't want to talk or whatever.
That's where I train my staff. I always tell my new employees there's different ways this dinner can go. It can be conversational, where we can talk about the most random things. We can talk about movies, TV shows, Olympics, whatever it may be. There's educational, where they're going to ask us so many questions about our products, our inspirations, our food, and everything. They want to know about our liquors, why we're doing this. And that's fine. We have to be able to back that up too.
Right.
Then we have the party group who just wants to drink and have good vibes.
Right.
And then we have the quiet group, which we have to remind ourselves, because we're known for giving such a great experience and unique experience, that if we stripped all of that away, we're still serving a great fucking meal.
Yeah, the meal stands on its own.
Still should speak for itself.
Yeah, exactly.
So in technical terms, we should be able to not say shit the whole dinner.
Technically, we could do a silent thing. Yeah, we do a mime dinner and be fine.
100%. So then that's what I have to explain. It's like we still have to be. We're still confident about our food.
Okay.
That if people are quiet, don't feel like something's going wrong. It's not going wrong. It's just what people are giving you, and you meet them at that energy. We never force people to be
engaging,
outspoken if they don't want to. We just we meet everybody at their level and we take it and run. So if it's going to be a quiet dinner, then we meet them there, and we can be elegant too. We don't have to be crazy. We're playing music. We don't have to make jokes and talk about these things. If the group is feeling like an elegant dinner, we're going to be an elegant dinner, you know?
That's so crazy that like you could only do that in a situation like that with with 6 people, like so intimate.
Exactly. And it involves from different things.
So how did you know like 6 was a sweet spot? It wasn't 8.
I've done 6. I've done 8, 10s, 12s.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's gotta be like a math or science.
There's an actual like study saying when you hit 7 people in a group, your conversations will split into 2.
Yeah, because it's too hard to engage across the table.
6 is the maximum you can have in a group, and in a study that they did was to have it stay as one conversation.
Oh, wow.
So when it starts to hit 8, 10, next time you go out,
yeah, it makes sense.
With friends, notice it.
Yeah, do the math.
If there's 8 or 9, 10 people, there's no way there's going to be one conversation.
Right.
If you're in a group of 5, 6, there's going to be one conversation. You're all going to listen when one person talks.
Yeah.
If there's 8, that's a 2 people difference. Trust me, there's going to be a conversation with 4 people, conversation with 4. It's going to be 6, 2. It's going to be 2, 6. It's going to be what? But no, you'll notice it next time you're out, and you'll see it happen. It's pretty wild.
That's awesome.
So that's what I wanted to do. Is this project wasn't to get rich. It wasn't to make money. It's like I really want to create something special that speaks me.
Right.
The concept is focused around me and my travels and the things I've done in my life and the things that I love. That it's just gonna see who responds to it. Yeah, that was one of the most important things. I was like, I just want to do me. I've been doing everything else for everybody else.
Right. I've cooked for everybody else, done everybody else's menu.
I've been giving recipe books, and I've been doing these things that like, hey, this is what we say, and this is what we do, and this is how we make people feel. And for me, I was like, fuck that. People coming into my spot, I want to be me. I don't want to.
Right. You're experiencing my restaurant, and like this is what I have to give to the world.
It feels like
art. What
table.
You're doing is art. It's art.
Exactly.
It's 100% art is what it seemed like to me.
It feels like a dining table. Like
right.
you know it.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's why a lot of people. I become friends with a lot of people because I'm not just a chef making you food. We're actually having real conversations for 2 hours.
Right.
You can create a pretty deep bond with someone for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Especially if you're eating, you're drinking, and you're having a good time. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I get to do that to 48 people a fucking week.
Plus you're disarming. Like a lot of sushi places, like it's like kind of like uptight. Like this person knows way more. It's like them looking down at you. Like they know what they're doing. Don't ask questions.
Oh, 100%.
But you're disarming. You like engage with everybody, get everybody, and it creates the whole mindset.
100%. There's a lot of philosophies behind that too. Is I picked those chairs because of the level of how tall I am.
Right, exactly.
Because I don't want to be higher than
towering
people.
over people.
I don't want people to be higher than me. If we could have did bar seating, and they're going to be higher than me. You know what I mean? So it was like the counter seating was perfect. Like a lot of sushi restaurants, you're going to go, they're going to be like this. They're going to be feet on the floor. I have counter seating, which is a little bit higher, but we're almost
eye level.
At each other.
The amount of thought that had to go behind
it's crazy.
Is
how long did it take to build out your spot?
9 months.
Wow. And how many square feet is it?
Every detail.
It's like 300.
It's like size of this.
It is like the size
every
of this.
detail was
But 9 months of construction, permitting, and just getting everything ready to go. And when we released reservations for the first time, we're like,
were you nervous? Like,
see.
is this going to be hit or not?
100%. I have 2 partners that I work with, and we released reservations at midnight, And we only gave it around a 24 or maybe 24-hour notice on Instagram using When, Where, What. They announced it.
Right.
It's like, hey,
There's
a speakeasy sushi spot and reservations release tonight at midnight. Book it. Be one of the first to eat there. That's like all they fucking said. That's
what?
And it was like, surprise. We kept everything a secret for 9 months. I would not tell people. Only my closest friends knew. And maybe my restaurant was only announced about a week before we actually opened. We were doing private, secret, soft openings with friends only. No pictures,
NDAs,
no
the whole 9
phones.
yards,
Yeah, no nothing.
Wow.
And then finally, no food bloggers. Nobody caught on because we were a speakeasy.
Yeah.
You can't just walk by and see something happening and be like, what's going on here?
Right.
We were hidden. You couldn't find us. So only the people who knew. Then When, Where, What, we worked with them to give our announcement. So the reservations released at midnight. I used it. I planned everything. We're in a group thread and midnight hits. And then we're on talk trying to just book it ourselves. Like, oh, let's see what it looks like, how it works.
Right. See if it plug and play and works, everything.
They're texting me like, what the fuck's wrong? What happened? Like, why did we fuck something up? And then maybe 2 minutes of me going through the back end, I was like, no, I swear it said that it's releasing at midnight on this day. It should have got released.
There should be a no-brainer.
Our Instagram is blowing up because like we're getting DMs from people saying like, what's going on? Where are the reservations? Blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden my email refreshes and it just goes, brrrah. And then everything sold out in 1 second. And I'm like, guys, no, nothing fucked up. We sold out before we even got a chance.
Before we got to play with the back end of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I looked at the reservation, and the reservations are really cool. It looks like a speedometer.
Yeah.
So if it's 12 is all red, and then it's 6, it goes up here. The whole month, all just flat out red.
Immediately, like
immediately.
Immediately.
Snap.
It was fucking insane.
We're in it, boys. Let's do it.
It was insane. And I was just in shock.
Yeah.
There's actually a video of me, like even before we released reservations, when it got announced, when Where, What made that post about the restaurant. I was at Zilker Park with a friend and my phone would not shut the fuck up. Like, just follow. We got around 17,000 followers in 1 day. Wow, and I'm just looking at my phone. I was like, this thing is going wild. Wild. And that's the power of social media. Like, we don't do PR. We're just social media.
It's word of mouth.
Crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, that's how we did our launch. And it's crazy that it's still going. Like, I was talking to somebody.
It's 4 years ago. We're still in the same spot.
4 years ago, yeah. And that, like, it comes with a lot of anxiety too, because that is our income. That's our livelihood. And
you can see it all in one little speedometer right there. That's it.
Exactly. So like, it's my job to make sure my staff still gets paid, because if we somehow don't sell out anymore and we are only doing 8 people a night, everyone's losing money, and everyone's like kind of has to start thinking of a backup plan.
Right. Exactly.
You know? So,
dude,
it's a lot of pressure.
I experienced that, by the way. I wasn't on the level that you are. I was 5 months into my business, and I was not running any ads at the time. All of my sales were coming directly through my social media. Instagram disabled my account that I had for 14 years, and I think it was a mixture of people reporting my page from the show that just didn't like me.
Oh no!
And then I posted one silly, stupid, freaking video where I bought the land I grew up on. I kind of like I'm like showing people what I'm doing with the land and how, like, I got electricity. I just bought this big light for my barn. Look how bright this light is. And I go out in the pasture and it's like a really bright light. And I put my pants like around my ass cheeks where my ass crack's hanging out, and I plug the light in and it flashes and you see my ass out there, and then immediately it cuts off and cuts back on, and my clothes and my pants are above my butt, and I'm like, oh wow, look how bright it is, or whatever. Disabled my account, like banned me from it. Yeah. And my sales just plummeted. They crashed. I mean, I went from doing like $5,000 a month, which was awesome first in business, to like $900 a month. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Thank God we're crushing now. And I brought my follower account higher than it used to be, just because it pissed me off and I went crazy with it. But anyway, like it was, and then I I went into almost like a depression, not a depression
100%.
because
Yeah.
I went to seeing this and then this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I had a moment. This is this past Thanksgiving where we send out the email that goes, hey, at midnight, reservations are opening up and blah, 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 blah. And at midnight, and I fell asleep. I didn't watch it. So a lot of times I'll watch it happen. And I sent out the email, and I woke up the next morning and barely any reservations were booked.
Yeah.
There was a lot of green for the month of January. And I was like, oh, fuck, is this when it happens? I was freaking the fuck out.
That fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
This is it.
Is this when it happens? Like, what do you do at that point?
Right.
So I was like freaking the fuck out for like 2 hours. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And finally, I reread the email, and it never. it was so small that said it was talking about the sake I was releasing, and then it kind of was like, by the way, reservations released at midnight.
It wasn't.
So
yeah.
it wasn't. So people just saw the sake. It's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We'll wait for reservations to try it. Yeah.
Let me try this. So I reread the email. I was like, fuck, it might just be too small.
Right.
People didn't see it.
Right.
Say it. So I was like,
Their
okay,
attention spans are too short.
Yeah. So then I pulled out my laptop. I was like, okay, let me just make this one email that says reservations all of January now available. Blah blah blah. And just fucking clicked. And I was like, all right,
do one of these.
It's like, I was like, oh, fuck
hey,
yeah.
we still got a voice. We're still in it. Instant heart attack.
For like 2 hours, I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, this is it.
This is it. I finally hit that wall. Yeah,
But
this
you
is
were
it.
freaking out, but you would have been fine if you didn't sell out. But it also right like but it
Yeah,
was
Still, but you're
this
like
is
at
it.
point of
Yeah.
saturation.
For
This is
4
it.
years,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's been like this for 4 years. I know that moment's gonna come. Like it has to come. There's
Right.
like
There's only so many people who go through there.
exactly. So it was just like that little error, but it gave me a sense of reality. Like, hey,
It's not promised.
there's no
Tomorrow's not
promise that
promised.
people are gonna keep showing up. There's no promise on that. So fuck, man. When I sent that email, I was like, please just let it be that. And then it booked up within like 4 minutes of that email going. I was like, oh fuck,
Thank
God.
I can't even imagine the anxiety go with
Gosh, because
the mind F that comes with
I
that.
have staff that depend on this.
Yeah, you have
and
livelihoods.
that,
That's other things.
That's
Business
right.
owner.
I'm getting to the part
No,
where,
go
where
ahead.
I'm starting to hire people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and my mom checked me, reality checked me. I'm always like, I'm gonna go, fail forward. If we fuck up, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Now
then my mom's like, hey, yeah, like, you have to pay them at the end of the month. Like they are depending on you to make money with the business, so you can pay them. And I was like,
they left other jobs.
I was like, oh fuck, this is so true.
And it's not just them; it's their kids and everybody else. It's like that mind that keeps you up at night. You know, it's
they
like,
left their jobs to come work for you, and as an owner, your responsibility is to make sure they keep getting paid.
Right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's a responsibility we take.
If I don't pay my bills, it's on me. But if they don't pay their bills, it's on me.
On you.
On you,
And that's the
exactly,
part about it.
100%. Yeah, you don't realize that
Than,
the
like,
mind.
It's a lot of responsibility to do that. So like when I talk to my staff, like I'm now giving them more freedom to make dishes and do these things and like kind of watch over the place when I'm not there. And I make them understand, it's like, hey, my job right now is so focused on making sure we sell out and making sure that people keep coming. Like I'm still a part of the food, but there's so many things that so many protocols I have to take.
Extracurriculars, you have no clue.
That you don't have to worry about.
Right.
But if I fail what my responsibilities are, none of y'all get paid.
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's scary.
It's a scary thing. And it's a scary thing because their income is in our hands. I don't know their savings situation.
Right.
They could be living a paycheck to paycheck just because they make all these
And you
expenses.
live in Austin,
Especially
Texas.
industry,
You
yeah.
live in Austin, Texas.
So then if something goes south or I fuck up, like example, let's say I never caught that and like January is just like the shittiest month we've ever had.
And you can't figure it out.
People, like, what do I do?
Right.
You know? So that was a moment, man, that got me really hard.
What do you do about like because everything's super fresh, flown in and everything else? Like you like whenever there's like a shortage of this fish or whatever, do you have to? Is that like a nightmare fuel for you because your menu's set?
No, it's not set. It's omakase. It can be whatever we want it to be.
Okay.
So if something's not in, like for example, when New Zealand was under COVID restrictions,
they
got
down.
1 case of COVID, and they're like, nothing leaves or enters this country.
Right, and for
so
2 years.
My salmon was like, oh, we can't get that. I was like, okay, well, let me try different ones, and I got Alaskan salmon. I got this, and then my fish guys would give me them. I was like, dude, it's just not what I need.
That's the level I need.
So it's just like salmon goes off the menu.
Okay.
Just change it to a fish that I could get, that I trust and that I can do.
Well, salmon scares me so bad when I get at places because there's so many salmon farms and stuff like that. I guess it's salmon.
Salmon farms is actually really safe.
Salmon farms.
Yeah.
Oh, but what is it? Salmon? Where they feed them dyes and all kinds of stuff to change the color of the
That's
meat?
what they say. See, I haven't been to an actual farm. I'm trying to go next year to go see it, but I know a lot of them are open ocean farmed now.
That would be awesome.
I've seen one of them before, and it's crazy. It's a huge, like, metal ball that's maybe, I think it's like 4 stories big into the ocean, but it keeps all the predators out, and it keeps them on the right diet they need to have.
That's awesome.
Oh wow, that's cool.
But they're in the ocean and they're living in it, but they just can't leave.
You're right, exactly.
But I trust that a lot because it's controlled, and
yeah.
everything is going. Every piece of fish is going through the facility,
right?
And they're checking for parasites. They're checking. They're monitoring their diet, so it's not a bad thing. Like farmed has gotten really shitted on because it's farmed,
right?
But in reality, that is some of the most. That's controlled,
right?
We can't control what some of your stuff is eating out there, or what parasites it may have, or because it's just caught, it's sent out. But these, like, they're going through the labs. Their diets are chosen. That's what I mean? It's so crazy. I'm not against farm, actually. Like, it's sustainable too,
right?
So, I've actually gone to go see them. I've like jumped in the ocean and got to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fucking crazy. There's like 100,000 of these fish in this ball.
4-story
ball. Like, it's fucking crazy.
That's
because
insane.
you'll see sharks around too, because they know that
they
can't get in.
They're just like, come on, someone open that door. Let's go, right?
Like, one time, like, let me in. But it's crazy. But I forgot where we were going with this. But no, when, like, if something runs out or we can't get something,
what do you do? Just amend on the fly or what?
Well, we talk
to week to week,
we talk to our fish person and be like, "What else do we got?" If he hits us up, and he's like, "Hey, we do not have."
So do you have one seller that you broker that works to like?
I use 4 different fish sellers here.
Okay, so people don't understand. Like, inside baseball, how does it work? Like, how does the fish get from wherever it needs to be to you?
So I have,
my plate.
I talked to around 4 different people that get me fish from different places around the world.
Okay.
All of them are mainly talking to people in Japan, mainly for the most part, unless I want to work with one of the local ones who will like get things out of like the Keys or like these actual fishermen where they will tell you what boat and what captain caught this fish. Right. You know what I mean? But I do specialize in Japanese fish, obviously. So a lot at the markets, at the Toyosu market, everything gets float into the market or arrives on boat overnight. Around 3 o'clock is when it starts happening, where all the auctions happen. They're bidding for their tunas, they're bidding for their unis. There's live fish auctions, everything. Then from there, all the fish that this company bought gets sent to the next level to their booth where they process and pack the fish.
Okay.
So let's say I'm like, hey, I need this. I need this. They communicate that to them and be like, hey, they need this.
And they bid on it and they get it for you?
If they, so they could buy it for you.
You ever seen the fish markets there? It's insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been to fish markets, but like, I'm trying to think like.
But they're
like
live buying.
Like the
they're
tuna.
Live buying every time. Sorry.
Like, you got to trust your guys to buy a good tuna. You know what I mean? So then they will buy a tuna, then it gets taken upstairs to their booth and they will process it. A lot of times, they'll have a facility down here, like in Houston. So the whole fish will come, and then I tell them exactly what section I want of the fish. So I'd be like, I want 30 pounds of this section of the fish, and then they'll cut that out for me, and then it goes out. But a lot of times,
are you going with other restaurants to buy, or no? Just you just put your order in. So
I put my order in,
and so like,
and they get me what I want.
Get, let's say what like let's say 30 pounds coming from where, the belly or where? Like,
yeah, I can say whatever piece of fish I want.
What do they do with the rest of the fish? Like, they sell
it goes to other restaurants.
Other restaurants. So they say, hey, cool, we don't have 30 pounds of belly, but we have the rest dorsal fin or whatever it is. And
they could say that. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
So then, it goes from packing at the Toyosu market, it goes straight onto a truck to a plane. A lot of it actually comes through the commercial airlines. So they buy cargo space in the commercial airlines that fly to LAX. Fun fact is I learned that the ice and cardboard is regulated by the Yakuza at the Toyosu market.
Good.
And they just say it like nonchalantly. It's like, yeah. They
have to.
It's like, what does that even mean?
It's like New York and the garbage. The mafia like controls the garbage industry.
Like Pablo and rubber bands.
Oh, so
that's how much cardboard stuff they're going through.
So they're saying like there's drugs coming through there.
No. Meaning like
I'm
if
saying
you
like
want ice, you gotta get it through them.
Right.
You
if
know
you want
what
to get
I
the
mean?
cardboard, like rubber bands, you had to buy rubber bands from Pablo because he put them around his money. That's how much he had bought at the time. He had so much money that he would put rubber bands around it. He had cornered the rubber band market. He bought a rubber band factory in this whole 9 yards. So if you want rubber bands, you said
exactly
you had to go through him.
So if you want to use your ice, you got to get it through them. It's crazy.
Wow, that's
yeah.
nuts. So how long between when that fish is caught to the time it's on your table? Do you know?
I would say it can be about a day, 2 days. So a lot of stuff actually gets frozen. Let me say this: a lot of stuff gets frozen. From getting caught. All these fishing trips, if you are going out and getting wild fish, a lot of them will have a super freezer under the boat, and they throw it in there, and that kills all the bacteria because you don't know how long your fishing trip's going to be.
Right.
You
if
know?
it's a day or a week, you don't know.
Exactly. So then it all gets flash frozen. And then when it gets to the actual markets, that's when it gets defrosted and then sold. And then from there, it comes to us fresh though. So,
so it's not refrozen again, basically.
It's not really, no. So then
but still, that's insane. From the boat to Japan to your table.
Yeah, so like they will land it in Japan, and then when it sells and gets packed, it goes straight on a plane to LAX. From LAX, it goes to Houston, and then it gets on one of our mains is in Houston, and then it gets on a truck and comes to Austin, and we get that twice a week.
People are crazy. Humans have just conquered shit.
It's wild to think about.
Insanity.
It's wild.
I used to eat oysters in Reno, Nevada, and people were like, "You're eating oysters in the desert?" And I'm like, "It's like 3 hours from the coast, thank you, or 4, whatever it is." But like, that used to freak me out a little bit. But like, I think about that every time I'm like in Vegas or something. I'm like, how are they getting this shit here so fresh? But it's But I got on a flight from Tokyo and was here in Houston 12 hours later, or 13, whatever the hell it was.
Same concept. Yep.
Yeah, there's all this fish under your plane.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just gonna eat there.
Exactly. So I say if you're on a flight out of Tokyo or
bring
Japan,
your shit back.
Well, no, if your plane goes down, then you fucking run down to the fucking cargo and you claim all that shit.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You claim all that fish that's down there.
Right.
That's freaking crazy.
And then how much are you ordering a week? Like how much poundage? Like what's like an overall like?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say. Most of the fish we get is actually whole fish. The only thing we don't get that's
so you
whole,
break them down yourself.
we break down all our fish.
Okay, wow.
The only thing that we don't get whole is our tuna.
Okay.
Because they're massive.
Because
they're insane.
They're as big as the whole 6-person table.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
We can put one right here, fill up this whole table,
Right.
and maybe break it. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's the only one where I'll be like, I need this section. There's no way. Some restaurants here do get a whole tuna. Like I know, like for me at Suarte, they like to get a whole tuna because he has 3 restaurants that's serving it.
Yeah, he can.
Uchi gets whole ones and like all these things. But for me, I'm serving fucking this many people. I only need this. But the good thing about it is I want the best part of that.
I'm getting the tenderloin of everything.
Exactly.
Do you ever go to other sushi restaurants to eat or just kind of see what they have on the menu? Are you tired of eating sushi?
I don't really crave sushi a lot.
I can imagine.
But I do like to go support. One, I like to support other sushi chefs here. We all are friends.
That's cool.
And
so cool.
But I like to see what they're doing. I'm not trying to steal ideas or anything, but it's just like, let's see come support and see what we're doing, because it's like a
high tide lifts all boats.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll see something, that's actually a fucking great idea.
It's a great idea. I could make do my spin on it and go.
Yeah.
I just had this conversation with 2 different tallow owners companies, such and such. And I'm like, dude, there's room for all of us to win here. Let's just help each other out.
Exactly.
And they're so on board with it, and that fires me up because I'm like, these are good people. These are the people I want to be around. Like,
exactly.
I know how to do this better than you know how to do this, and you know how to do this better than I know how to do this. Let's help each other.
Yeah. Well, the thing about omakasas is they're so personal that anyone you go to that's going to be different.
So an omakase, tell me the definition of it again. I know you mentioned it earlier, but I want to.
It's like I trust you. So basically, omakase is mainly meaning like you're getting a dinner that the chef picks what you're getting.
They're picking for you.
Now, traditionally, if you would just say, I'm going to go eat omakase, that does mean I'm going to sit at a small counter with the chef. So nowadays, there's restaurants that will have omakase in their menu. It's not wrong because the chef is still picking what you're getting, but you can be at a table.
Right, okay.
And you can still get the omakase option, which is by the chef.
So you're making it in front of them as they're watching it.
We're this far apart.
Right, exactly.
We're this far apart.
That's freaking cool. I cannot wait to come see you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's dope.
Amazing.
But
they're paid actors.
I know, right? No, that's so if we are talking about, man, what were we talking about? No, but every omakase chef is doing their own things here. So they're all like, I can be here and this one's across the street. We're not really going to be competing against each other because it's like, which one do you like?
It's two different vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your own spin on everything.
It's kind of like if we talk about Uchi and Soto. They're very similar to each other.
Yeah.
And they're right across the street from each
So
other.
they are competing with each other.
Soto is where Paige used to work.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the funny thing is, someone once told me that there's a theory behind that because Uchi was always known for being sold out. And so that Soto now
get the
gets
leftovers.
The people
I've heard that
who
too,
try to walk
Well, I mean,
in.
that's why McDonald's and all these and Domino's and they all have these places right next to each other. Like you're getting the spillover.
Yeah. So then they actually have a location in Houston too. So Uchi Houston, Soto's like right down the street.
Imagine that. Yeah. Probably owned by both. We just don't even know.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
it's like competing against each other. Oh, that place sucks. Go over here. He owns both. No big deal. And then another thing I thought was interesting was like the wasabi and all that stuff. Like how much does that stuff cost? Like how much a ground? And
so wasabi by the pound is the most expensive thing we have.
Yeah.
Wagyu, I would say it's around $100 a pound.
Yeah.
Wasabi's $250 a pound.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
And most of the time it just gets it just sits
not
on the
real
table,
wasabi
right?
though.
Well, if
That's
you are getting
horseradish.
real wasabi, we're gonna put that shit on there, so make sure you eat it.
Right.
Okay.
You're not gonna get real wasabi that's just gonna sit there willy nilly that you can eat as you like because that shit's so expensive.
Okay.
So like even one stick like this, it can be like $100.
Have you seen the video
$100.
of the redneck dude they take to eat sushi and then he grabs the wasabi off his plate and he eats it and he goes, "What the hell was that?" Have you seen it?
I've seen that. I remember like watching Steve-O eat that shit.
Oh
too.
man, and putting his eyes and stuff. You're like,
oh gosh.
No, but like, yeah. So that's why it doesn't make sense for a place like Uchi to. I think they do have it, but they only save it for like their premium, like Old Total Bite or something like that. But they're not using fresh wasabi on everything because they fucking the amount they would have to go through is crazy. And how much that would cost them? They'd be spending thousands of dollars on wasabi a week.
If they were just putting it on the sides of people's plates.
100%.
Yeah,
It's
like United or Delta with olives, right?
Yeah.
Especially with so many people that will.
There's like they used to put olives like on the meals or whatever, and then like somebody make up a suggestion where we could save money, and they're like, quit putting olives because we're all the flight attendants are throwing olives away all the time long, and it saved them like $2 million a year because the amount of olives they're throwing away.
It's crazy.
It's
because
insane.
people weren't eating the olives in their drinks and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's like the economies of scale.
I've heard that before.
Sure. But like when you get fresh wasabi, it's like game changer.
It's totally
it makes a whole different.
Well, because what you're having at regular restaurants isn't even wasabi. It's horseradish.
It's horseradish, right?
Yeah, it's European horseradish that's dyed.
It's dyed green
and dehydrated. And then when you get it, it's in a powder, and then you rehydrate it with water.
You're like, not my restaurant.
This is off subject.
No,
this is totally off subject. I just thought about it. So in the truck right now, I have 12-hour rendered cooking tallow. I'm going to give you a little jar of it. Do you cook with any kind of vegetable oil or anything like that?
Yeah.
So not for your restaurant, but at home, when you're cooking something with vegetable oil, I just want you to swap it out for the tallow that I'm going to give you and let me know what you think.
Okay.
We made some bread. We made some Outdoor Boy bread.
Yeah.
Like the Outdoor Boy channel and everything. We went elk hunting and we made the bread that he did. And instead of cooking it with like vegetable oil or whatever, like to get the pan or butter,
that's dope.
we did it with my tallow. I mean, not the stuff that we make the face cream with. It was just like the raw tallow that we start the reigning process with.
Like they used to make back in the 1800s.
It was like caramely and salty. It was so good. I'm gonna give you some. And I want you to let me know what you think.
What's like your go-to, like whenever you're home by yourself, cooking for yourself, like just go-to glut food, like you would want to cook for yourself, like because like you're what about art every time, like what's like something it's like one like just for me, just something like just go-to crunch, like
dude, I love
Tombstone pizzas.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich.
That was so hard to beat, dude.
Like,
you got a special technique or no?
No, it's all about ratio, man.
Yeah,
it's about the right ratio.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I am such a simple eater when it comes to eating at home. I don't like to make a mess, but like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or fucking chicken tenders.
Yeah, chicken tenders are hard to beat, dude.
Or like a pasta, like a quick pasta.
Yeah,
like even like a quick like cacio e pepe or like a something like a 3-4 ingredient.
See, that's how I know you're chef, I don't even know what a cacio e pepe.
We're going 3 or 4 ingredients.
I don't even know what a cacio e pepe is.
Yeah, but it's those are some of like my favorite things. One of the things that I realized early on is I don't like to when I cook, I used to make these huge fucking meals just for myself.
Right. And then you couldn't eat it.
And then I don't want to eat that 3-4 days in a row.
Right.
So it's just I put so much work, and it wouldn't be one pot things. It'd be like I would treat it like a restaurant. I'll have 4 pots going and making all this shit. Yeah. I was like, fuck, that was a lot of work.
A lot of work, a lot of clean up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then I'm literally only one serving, if that. And then the next day I was like, I don't want that again.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I was like, this is not worth it anymore.
That's awesome.
I've gotten really lazy about cooking here recently, and I'm just like, I might as well just pay somebody to meal prep too much. Like
100%.
Like lunch and dinner. I've been eating out 3 times a day right now, and like usually I cook breakfast. I love cooking breakfast. It's easy for me to do, but like lunch and dinner, like I feel like I'm too busy to do it. Then I gotta wash dishes, and I'm like, there goes an hour of my day.
Yeah. It's just done.
And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm spending $15 to $20 a meal out. And I'm like, I could get meal prep for cheaper than that.
Have you seen the bit where it's like, oh, why go out and spend $20 to get this meal when I can spend $70 at the grocery store
and do all the work that goes with it and be out 3 hours?
Yeah. It's so true.
All right, before we go, I got a couple quick things. Like, what's some easy hacks? I've always heard like you say yes or no. Like if you're in a good restaurant, to like just pay homage to like some of the chefs, the line guys, is like to bring like a 12-pack of Modelo and throw it in the back for the guys. Is that a yes or no?
That's old school.
Is that like an old school old head like type?
I think that's an old school kind of thing to do.
Okay.
I have not done that in a long time, but people buying a beer for somebody does go a long way.
Yeah. So like, let's say we're in a good restaurant, and you want to take care of your like not just the head chef, but like the crew or whatever. It would used to say, can I buy a round of drinks for the chef? You just give them, you tell the.
Yeah.
I'm just like inside restaurant stuff. So like what I'm trying to go for here.
Yeah. One of the things about it is that rarely ever happens anymore. That used to happen all the time where it's like, hey, I would like to buy the cooks a
beer or whatever.
Post shift beer.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of the things that sound very cliche. Like, I haven't done it yet, but you've seen this trend where you get on a flight and then people are like, oh, let me give the flight attendants candy and like a fucking Starbucks gift card, blah, blah, blah. And it could be like $10, but it's like doing something like that means so much to them. Yeah, 100%.
Right. Yeah, so 100%. Do that. That's
100%.
Okay, 100%.
I think that's such a nice thing to do. People buy us drinks all the time.
Okay.
When they say buy you drink, like they just they pay you for the drink for you to drink.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, would you like if they buy a whiskey, like, oh, pour one for yourself too. Right. That's on me. It's like, oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Especially it's good whiskey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those things go a long way, because one of the things about being a cook is you don't get any really forward recognition or appreciation.
You never leave your line, right? You're always there.
You're never there.
You're just hot because you're sitting around 1,000-degree stoves all day long.
Exactly.
You're getting yelled at all day long.
Exactly.
And then you're done and everybody's already gone. When you're done, everybody's gone. So nobody's dapping you up on the way out.
Nobody hears what They think about your food. How I used to gauge how people liked my food, because the server would always come back, yeah, they liked it. I was like, okay, cool, thumbs up, you know. But what I would gauge all the time, and this is something that I always look at, and you can look at it too when you go to a restaurant, is how much food is going back to the kitchen.
Yeah,
like, are the plates empty? Or this? Or like this?
Yeah.
If a whole ass plate's going back, if a whole ass plate comes back, and one, they didn't take it to go, or two, like there's half the food still there. I was like, what happened? Why
they didn't?
What? And I had to talk. I would talk to the server. What the fuck happened here?
Right.
Like this should be fucking
That
gone.
was
Right.
on point to my deal. Yeah.
So that was like how I would get compliments, was looking at clean plates come back. It's like,
I never
they
even
must
thought of
have
that.
loved
Yeah.
shit.
Well, that's a whole cultural thing in some countries too. Like if
Exactly.
you don't smack while you're eating it, or you don't slurp, or like
Yeah.
what is that, Japan? If you don't
exactly.
slurp,
Japan,
it's
if
rude.
you like slurping your noodles is a compliment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But like, yeah, so then this is the big change that I had to make, or I got to make, was I was always in the back of the kitchen too. So you don't really get those boosts from guests. You know, I used to go read the reviews all the time. And then if something went wrong, it's like, why didn't anybody tell me this?
Yeah, give me a heads up to
Like,
fix it. Yeah, give me an opportunity.
Why can't I could have fixed this on the fucking spot, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But
That's cool to hear you say that. You probably don't even notice this, but it's so cool to hear you say that. Like, I wish somebody would have just told me that, because I could have
Exactly.
fixed it. When in my eyes, I'm like, I will never send anything back, because I'm like, I don't want to inconvenience the chef.
no, in everything.
So where's the
put
line
much
between-
pride
Because
behind
then
it.
how do you
it-
know? Like, you care, but some
Yeah.
chefs might be like, fuck this job.
Well, another thing is like what is the line between, like, obviously it's your art. You
Yeah.
presented it for me. However I eat it's how I eat it, interpretation wise. It's not my fault. Like if I don't like the piece, like what is it from, like being inconvenienced to you to sending it back because not the way I want it, or the fact that it's a piece of art? You know what I mean? Like it's like a weird in between.
You
Like-
have to get over that ego.
Okay.
You can't please everybody. You can only do as much as you can as in what's in your power.
Yeah.
So like even when people come to my restaurant now and then they eat something the way I did not tell them to eat it, like they eat a piece of sushi in 2 bites, like, oh fuck. Like you do that in Japan, you're gonna get fucking chewed out.
Oh,
Like,
really?
You're gonna get
Yeah, it's a
fucking
big no-no.
grilled if
Yeah.
you did. Or even sometimes they'll put a piece of ginger on top. I'm like, oh, you really shouldn't do that. But in the end, it's your fucking food. If you
Right,
like it with it,
if you want to throw it, smother
if-
with ginger, go for it.
if
Yeah.
it's yours, you know,
Right.
you're paying for this. You know,
Right.
like I can guide you how to do it,
Right.
but
I can put
like
the
I have to
guardrails
let
up,
my
whatever you wanna
ego
do.
go and like, hey, if like who are you to if I am a sushi chef and you're a sushi chef and you don't know I'm a chef and I like to eat my sushi some sort of way.
Right.
Let's say I like to take the piece off and I like to eat the fish by itself and then have a bowl of the little ball of rice. Who are you to tell? Like,
Right.
Right.
That's
Like,
who are you to tell me?
because I wanted to try it like that, because I wanted to try your rice.
At what point
by
will you
itself.
intervene if they put ketchup on the plate? Will you intervene at that point? Will you like come over the top?
I've had one person ask me for
What?
a side of soy sauce.
No. That hurt?
No, because they were very important. They were someone I would bump a +1 for. So
No, for sure.
Yeah.
If it was a normie,
See,
if it was a
see-
normie, what would you do?
See, that's something
No,
that I would do, because I'm just a redneck from Hallettsville,
Well-
Texas. I'd be like, hey man, you got any soy sauce with that? Like that's just something that I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know was a thing.
well, I explain how we prefer or how we recommend,
Right.
and then that's as far as it goes.
Okay.
Like you're an adult, you know, you eat your food the way you want
Yep.
to eat it, you know, so I don't take offense to it the way people eat their foods. So it's a lot of people can have that ego and be like,
Okay.
no, this is the way you do it, this is the way you enjoy it, this is this. It's like, dude, I'm paying for this. I can
Yeah.
leave it there and not eat it if I fucking want to, you know,
Right.
and look at it. I'm not here to eat. I'm just here to look.
What?
You know, like who kind of
Right. What's some like just before we finish wrap
Yeah.
up real quick? What's like some faux pas? Just like just general etiquette, because like I don't think people understand like how to eat anymore, like how to go out and have like a nice dining experience anymore. Because like we're such a
lax.
lax society.
Yeah.
No one dresses up anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a 5-second dopamine dump off their phone screen.
Yep.
And so like what's like just a couple like, hey, if you're coming into a decent this is what you should expect. These are some faux pas. Don't do this. He's gonna mess up everybody else's dining experience.
Are you talking about like at my restaurant?
Yeah, just in general. It's like if it didn't have to be just your general. Like if you're going out to a restaurant, your tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what would you like? What's some like the big ones you see? Like they're like this just general faux pas that like you shouldn't be like.
No farting.
Well, one that drives me crazy is
like,
anybody that can't control their volume.
Okay.
No social awareness.
I have some
yeah.
friends or some people I know that just cannot control their volume.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that can ruin a really
Into the
nice
evening.
night.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it's just being present in what's happening there, and just being and showing up to and understanding the assignment. Like that's one of my favorite things to say now is just understand the assignment that you signed up for, and just be respectful to everyone,
Yeah.
There's not much to it, actually.
I just see people nowadays, like, it's like they're more worried, like, and then I'm sure you see it because you're part of it too, but it's like I finally got into your restaurant. Now it's my turn to shine because I finally got to be here. I'm going to be the star of the show, and all I'm going to do is just like my phone.
Oh, yeah, there are like me people. Yeah.
Yeah, like, look, there's a picture of this, and they're not even enjoying the experience. You're like, cool, the art, like the actual presentation is part of it, but it's only like a tenth of everything else that went into it. You know what I mean?
Well, everyone has different reasons to
motives,
be there, when influencers want to come in, I'm very careful on where we
that's
put
what
them
I would
in,
for sure,
because it could be like a really simple dinner with friends or something like that, where no one's going to care, because sometimes they have to bring out a light, and then I appreciate it because that's what gets us the business, right?
You need it. It's like a double-edged sword, right?
That's more of a PR advertising thing. That should not be with somebody, you sitting next to somebody
on your date night,
who booked this reservation, date night,
This is their one night to get out.
And there's someone with a flashlight that's doing all this and filming themselves eating and doing all.
So you kind of curate to that. It's like, cool, these people.
Everything is calculated, which is crazy. Like every single part of the dinner is calculated, which is one of the craziest things that people don't realize. That from the timing of it, from the temperatures, how everything that happens, and even the way we
ambiance.
look. Like I can't go to work hungover. I can't look like shit. Like I have to go, even if something happens that day that sucks.
Yeah, like life happened to you, but you can't bring it in that building.
Exactly. Like my cat passed away. I was like, fuck. All right, well, 6 o'clock. Get it out for 6.
Get the fix.
Yeah. Because people, it's show business. It's show business. People. I keep having to remind myself that people waited years to eat at this restaurant.
Yeah.
And people still coming in and be like, I've been trying to get a reservation here for like a year. Or one other person came and was like, since you opened like 4 years ago. Like,
oh, wow.
I'm finally fucking here. It's like, damn, the anticipation of that.
Right, for sure.
Like
I cannot let this drop the ball here.
I can sleep at night. You sound like you have so many things to do with that business. Like as a business owner in general, but like to the ordering of the fish. Do you have somebody that orders your fish now and stuff like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's good.
But like
so you're delegating.
Yeah. The anxiety of it was strong for a while.
Now it's
now it's more calm because it's more. I have it all down to a T. But there's still always things that are happening. It's like, fuck this. Yeah. But and the crazy thing about it, this is only a 6-seat restaurant.
Right. I can't imagine doing a 50-seater or whatever, but I guess I don't know if the level will be there too.
100%. But like talking about cutting it back down to like cooks in the back. Let's talk about that. So that their satisfaction, that's a good way to show satisfaction or appreciation for the people making your food. We usually don't get that. We don't get anything from.
Yeah, there's no attaboy or nothing.
We don't even get to see the guests enjoying their meal.
Right. And you got to go off a server that doesn't know what's going on anyway.
Yeah, a lot of the times if something went well, I'd see it on Yelp and be like, oh shit, somebody enjoyed themselves. Even a server, like if they got a fat tip because they really fucking enjoyed their dinner, it's like they're not going to come back and brag to the kitchen like I got a 50% tip. It's like everyone's like, well, fuck you.
Yeah, we're 50% of the team here. Yeah,
exactly. So it's a tough life back there. So anything like flight attendants, anything that does that.
Complimenting the chef and asking the waitress or waiter to tell them that, because that's awesome. That's really
Will they tell them, like they pass it on, or is it like
they will a lot of times they will when they take the dishes back. But a beer is a really cool thing.
Say I want to buy a round of beers for the guys in the back.
You know what I thought about wanting to do one day? I wanted to have like 100, like 5 Amazon gift cards on me at all times of my life. And if someone just does something fucking nice or cool or someone and just like,
100%.
It's not going to buy you anything, but like,
no, the fact like reward, like behave, like they want to above me on.
Exactly.
Like, I appreciate that, respect that.
Like the smallest things nowadays, I've noticed, I pay attention to so many small things. Like, you think like, oh, opening a door or something like this, or, anything like that.
Random acts of kindness.
Random acts of kindness is fucking so huge nowadays, and a lot of people do
nothing.
it. A lot of people do it for social media now.
Right, for sure.
But it costs nothing, and it means a lot too. And like, not only does it mean a lot to that person, it feels good to to just be nice, to
be a
people.
decent human.
100%.
Like, and like, you don't understand the ripple effect because that person's like, cool, that sticks in their head. They're like, oh, maybe I should be a little better.
That person might have been having a shit day, man.
100%.
Like, the small, and like, there's many times in my life when I've just been having a super shit day or something going on, and one person turned my entire day around.
100%.
If you could be that for somebody else for free, why the fuck no?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's amazing.
Exactly. So, I mean, it goes a long way to do something for, and it's a tough fucking life.
Oh, yeah.
A line cook or being a chef is fucking tough.
And you're grinding your way to get to that next spot, right?
You know, we don't even have fucking AC back there either.
Right, so I'm saying you're cooking with
wow, really?
Yeah.
You're
unless you're in a
sweating your
luxury
ass.
fucking ass. That's why we're wearing fucking like sweaty ass bandana. We have to. Well, we should because of health code. But like, I used to have multiple bandanas because they would just get sweaty and have to change them because it's just like fucking
man,
it's hot and you
Right,
have
it's such a thankless
6
job.
fires in front of you.
Yeah,
you
right,
know what I mean?
all good temperature.
And there's no AC on you. All the heat's just getting sucked up to the hood. So it's tough.
No,
it's
thanks.
tough. So anything like that, any like show of appreciation, you know, sometimes, you know, what I love about my restaurant is we don't have the middleman of a server in between us. So I can control everything that happens. I can hear everything that happens. Something goes wrong, I can fix it right on the spot. It's not, if something fucks up, it's on me because I'm the one running it.
Plus, there's no middleman. There's no interpretation.
It can't be like, oh, server comes back. Well, this guest said this and didn't like this. Like, and then it becomes telephone at that point.
Right.
So for this one, that's what I love. I like to say I sink or float the ship. You know?
You're the captain for sure.
Exactly.
It turns on you and everything else.
So what I'll be saying is, like, cooks are not used to getting appreciated.
Yeah, accolades or anything.
Yeah. So that means a lot to people when you have the means and you do something like that for them.
Nice.
Take notes, people. Take notes.
All right. So where do they find you? How do they people? Where do you look for your restaurant?
Restaurant?
Yeah. If you want to book, how do they do it?
So reservations release the 1st of every month for the following month. So for example, March 1st for all of April.
Okay.
You can book at Toshokan, Toshokan. And we have a talk site. We have a website that you can book it out.
Nice.
But follow the Instagram because that's where we make most of the announcements on when things are dropping.
And then
the Instagram is what's the
Toshokan ATX.
Right. And then you also have a Michelin.
We have a Michelin recognition. Yeah.
Right. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal too. Right?
Yeah. Austin is the most recognized city in Texas. So
that's awesome.
It's great to be on it.
What does that mean exactly for the people that don't know, including me?
So the different levels of it is recognition. You're not at a star, but you still are on the guide. So if you go to Michelin Guide, like their website, you are on there as a recommended restaurant worth checking out. There's the bib, which means that it's a good value for its money.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna those are more like food truck places and stuff. Like a lot of food trucks will have bibs because like you're getting a great fucking meal for your value.
Right.
Then you have your stars, which obviously 1, 2, 3 stars.
Yep.
Nobody in Texas has 2 stars, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have 7 1-stars here in Austin. I believe 4 of them are barbecue. Maybe 4 are barbecue.
That's insane.
Wow. Yeah. So first barbecue restaurants to ever get Michelin stars. So yeah, and Texas is on 3-year contract right now with Michelin to get the guide. So we've done 2. 2026 is going to be the last one unless it gets renewed for more years.
And who does that? Tourism board or all that?
Tourism board.
Okay.
So every city the 5 cities, Austin, San Antonio, Fort Worth, Dallas, and Houston, they all pitched in every year. So they pay Michelin to come review the cities.
Okay.
Nice.
So I believe that Austin pays $90,000 a year.
Wow.
So,
but that's just
considering we paid $1 million for our logo, that's not
that's a sweet
much.
logo, dude.
Wait, what? Whose logo?
You didn't see
the Austin logo?
New Austin logo.
That was $1 million.
It looks like a quick art looking thing. It's so rough.
What? Okay, we'll have to talk about this afterwards. That's insane. And then I also after the podcast, the Michelin star thing and how that became a thing with the tires and why it became a thing and to sell more tires. or however the hell that
so
works.
it was it was a tourism thing. It was basically saying they were releasing a guide to get you to use the tires to go to these restaurants.
Yeah, why would you drive 6 hours away? Explain.
Yeah, so 1 star would mean it's worth checking out if you're in the area. Like, hey, there's a 1 star right here. Let's go. 2 stars would mean it's worth driving to. Like, hey, let's take a road trip to this place. Like, it's there.
Yeah.
3 means fucking get your ass there. You need to make a whole trip out of this because this is going to change your life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that was all play to sell more tires.
Yeah. 100%.
But then it became like the standard, right?
Yeah.
It became the highest accolade of the culinary world.
Right.
Like it is, if you have a Michelin star or on the Michelin guide, you are the top tier of elite chefs.
And that's the rest of your life, right? They can't take a star from you.
No, they can.
I didn't know that.
Bradley Cooper.
So it gets renewed every year. So then you can have a star for 2025 and not 2026.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like James Beard.
I was going to ask
for James Beard.
I was going to ask which is a Beard versus Michelin. I don't know the difference.
So the Beard is just America.
Okay.
And then that's like the Oscars. It's nominations and winners of categories.
Okay.
So you can have your Southeast chef. You can have your new chef of the year and all these things. So you can get nominated and be one of the top 5 chefs of Texas. And then 1 person wins. And that is going to the chef.
Oh, wow.
Michelin's go to the restaurants. As a chef, you don't take a Michelin star with you. It's only attached to the restaurant.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But you can lose it. You can gain it. So anybody that has a star right now cannot get it next year. It's about consistency.
Wow.
Yeah. And that has ruined people's lives back in the day where they would have a star and then they lost it. They lose it. One of the most famous restaurants in America, Alenia, they just lost a star for the first time in like 15 years. They've been open for 15 years and had retained 3 stars every year.
Wow.
And this year they got bumped down to 2 and everyone was freaking the fuck out.
No kidding. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
God, that's insane.
It's crazy. So,
I can't imagine that mind fuck that goes with that one.
Yeah. So you don't take it with you. It's attached to the restaurant only for the year that you get it.
Oh, wow.
So the final list that comes out next year of Texas can be completely different. Are they going to take people out? I don't know. This year, 2025, we didn't see anybody lose a star.
Yeah.
We just got people
added. And then so like this is the last year we don't renew it. Will they go to like, let's say LA next?
No, it's all private contracts with cities or states. So LA has theirs. Las Vegas is getting theirs this year. Philly's getting it. Like all these things. If Texas does, if we decide not to renew it, then that's it. Like, okay, cool.
Cool. Do you get to keep your stars at that point?
We keep our recognitions from as far as I know. We still get to keep it.
Okay.
But it's just like, that's it.
Yeah,
like,
that's it. That's the only opportunity you had to do it. That's so crazy.
So it's not up to us.
It's like a short window of opportunity to strike while the iron's hot.
It's kind of like, when you think about it, it's like, okay.
It's kind of like a World Cup situation. You got like.
Exactly. Or like breakdancing. That's what I like to think of. The breakdancing Olympics. If you could have competed in the breakdancing Olympics and got that medal.
Right.
And then you're the only one
that did it, right?
Because it's already canceled.
Right, so I take it out. Yeah, you're the one time the world rating champ over.
I have the only gold medal in breakdancing of all time.
I think it's going to be worth a lot of money one day.
But it's kind of like that. So like, if they don't renew, I don't see a world where they won't renew it.
Right.
Unless they're like, hey, now you have to pay $200,000 a year.
Right.
And they just go something crazy, which they have the right to do, because I will say it has raise tourism. That's their goal. That's what it does.
Right. That's the power they hold over it.
Exactly. Yeah. And their reputation precedes them. Like if a city is Michelin rated, more people look at it to go there, to travel there, to go try these restaurants.
That makes sense.
So like Port Denver did it a couple years ago. They're still on the guide, but I think only 1 restaurant got a star of all of Denver the first year or something like that.
Don't go to Denver to eat food.
Are y'all all looking too? Like, I know that restaurant in Denver has a chance, or do you know? Like
I'm not really too. I know restaurants around. So like Philly, when Philly happened, I was like, I think I know one of the
who's
restaurants.
Got the opportunities.
Yeah, who's gonna get these things? But so it all depends if the tourism board decides to renew the contract with Michelin.
I have no idea.
So it's awesome. Crazy, and it keeps every restaurant on their toes because you have no idea who they are. all these Michelin inspectors are private shoppers.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you have to be
anybody that sits in front of me could be an inspector.
Did you know the night that they came through your shop?
I have no clue.
You have no clue what night it was, who it was with?
No clue.
No clue.
No clue. And I have the best chance to guess because I'm interacting with every single
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're actually engaging with everybody. You could never sniff them out?
Never.
They were good?
No, they know what they're doing. If you think about this, if your job and your career is to be a secret,
yeah,
and you're getting paid to eat at the best restaurants, you're gonna keep that
pretty
fucking
good job. Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? You'll have your whole ass persona and your whole ass other personality and your job that you pretend to have.
Right.
You'll study it. You know, I'm sure that they have like, oh, I'm in tech, but they have levels.
I'm sure they brought a date too to make sure, like, to make sure feed off of and everything else. They kind of just defer attention because if it's one single person, you're like, oh, this could be
exactly. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you would never know, and that's what's tough about it. But that's what makes it also most fair.
It's also fair, yeah. You can't cater to one person.
I can't be like, ooh,
this is the one, or you can do it above me and pull out that special fish. Yeah, exactly.
Like back in LA, our main critic was Jonathan Gold.
Yeah,
and he was the critic of LA.
He could make or break restaurants.
Make or break. My every restaurant I worked at, they'll have his face fucking printed out right there in the kitchen. Like anybody, if you see this face,
let us know. Yeah.
This is the night. This is the night where he's reviewing us. Nothing can go wrong.
That was just like in the movie with Bradley Cooper. They there was one of those guys that they knew. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
We would have that though.
It sucks like live or die of one dude. You know what I mean? It sucks.
That's like how it used to be, though.
It's so crazy.
But now it matters on influencers, which is weird.
It is even worse, right? I don't know.
But like,
at least he knew what he was doing.
I'll give you the story of Jonathan Gold when he came to one of my restaurants. Is everything got put to a hold? Everyone else's food.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I was at an Italian restaurant that night. I was working the pizza station. And
are you like hoping he makes pizza, or are you hoping like fuck don't pick pizza?
He usually tries everything.
Oh, he tries a bite of everything.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So he orders one of the pizzas, and we put everyone else's orders on hold. And I made 5 of that same pizza at the same time. Pulled all 5 out.
See which one looked the best.
The chef came and looked. He's like, "That's the one we're sending. The rest just go." But
wow, that's
crazy.
That's how hardcore y'all have to be about it.
Because if he gave you a bad review, you're fucked.
Wow.
So it's like we needed the most perfect looking ones sent.
Perfect cut splices. Oh,
perfect. Yeah.
Did you get a good review or not?
We got a good review.
Oh, perfect. It was over the pizza, put over the top.
Yeah. No, but that's how important critics were back in the day.
You lived or died by them.
Uh-huh.
That's so crazy.
But that's the difference between knowing what the critic looks like, and then there's Michelin where you have no idea who these fucking people are.
Right.
And that's the point of it, is for it to be fair, that anybody could be you should be treating everybody like
I kind of like Michelin better now because of that. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not it's unbiased.
Exactly.
He has bigger A game every night.
100%.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was so fun and intriguing and all of it. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it.